as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time will tell.
She likes that ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Man, I can't trust myself. I don't even need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hustling in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hustling in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody try to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches wanna selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes that ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody try to help me, yeah.
She likes the ice and I ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. Big dog status, two-tone paddock. Stacks in the crib, I got a two-floor attic.
Got a two-floor attic, got your girl in the attic. But I'ma bring her right back, dude, don't panic, I'm savage. And nigga, if it's beef, we can manage.
I know a couple guys who walk around with automatics. I got big dog status, I ain't playing, I ain't average. I'ma leave you in static, I'ma leave you in static.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ride and the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Take note.
Tino, babe.
Yo, Tino, he'll get his dome pop. Satin blue on his whip, but he ain't no cop. Don't stop, spray up his motor till it smokes up. Cause what I bought for insurance, I have it wrote off, you joker. Suck on your mum and take note, cause the foreign ring up in his grill. Like grandma stovetop, don't flop. Fuck up the game like this was Roblox. Oh gunner, running this field, I'm for your walk up. Drum roll, load up a cannon and give her more shots. I put your face on a beam, now you're sword on. Treat you like an old sketchbook, you'll get drawn on. I lead your girl from the back, I'm that raw blood. Wait, who the fuck feels they could do me something? I'll roll up in your ends with a toolie bussin'. 32 ugly as shit, like Miss Rooney's husband. Somebody cut me the deal, I'm just too disgusting. Niggas think they next in line, but they ain't doing nothing. Mask on, metal in hand, Freddy Krueger's coming. Tools all up in your home, I'm here to fix the plumbing. House blown, toaster run, leak gas from your oven. Diol on your girlfriend's face, and she best get to sucking. Head game resemble my dad, cause it was good for nothing. Yeah, I'm still vegan, but I'm down for beef. Niggas think they slip with a dialect, but talk is cheap. Watch your mouth, little nigga, because I roll with heat. Top said there's no returns, and I see no receipt. I put your boy in the back, like he was groceries. Riding round with the Bernabeu in case I find any extendo. Licking up shots until it overheats. No mask, did it barefaced, just so they know it's me. Eyes closed, chest wide open, heart surgery. Usher said just let it burn, let's make it third degree. Niggas think everything's jokes until you shoot his queen. Shot was funny as shit, it barely missed the beam. Wax on, then wax off to leave the burner clean. Then open up the Uber app to flee the murder scene. Waving a stick will make them levitate. I raise a toast in the air, let's celebrate. See a couple holding a blade, like it's wedding day. And yous can leave with a slash, just like wedding cake. Bitches on snap in the snacks. Oh no you ain't, know your place. Worked up flawless, you look like bellyache. Beat my dick all off in the face, and let it detonate. All facts, just ask your mum, she'll demonstrate. Damn right babes, I'm a jerk, just let it marinate. I gave it a beat like I was Penfold. And some retarded head, my tongue's mental. Babes, if you die then you die, cause you was meant to. Nigga, all I do is draw, I'm a pencil. Run up on you niggas like the rent due. Dude, screwed, if I see food, you're on the menu. Your homies have to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect you. Fuck it, you niggas can all hate. I'm better than all of you niggas I don't rate. If your girl's fit, 4+4 she'll get 8. I'm a chiropractor back, just setting them all straight. Scorps, take note. Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast. Man Them United podcast meets the Man Them City podcast, where we discuss all things in regards to both Manchester clubs. Manchester City with a big win, important win at the Bernabeu versus Real Madrid, as Manchester City look to cement their top 8 finish in the Champions League so they avoid the playoffs. And of course, they face Crystal Palace on the weekend as well, as they're involved in the title race with Arsenal. On the Manchester United side of things, I've not really spoken about this much actually, but Jim Ratcliffe and Wilcox, Jason Wilcox, they had an argument in the stands. I believe, someone correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, it was when it went 1-1 in the Wolves game and Omar Barada's sat in between them as they're going back and forth. There's still no reports. I haven't seen any reports in regards to what it is about. And who are we even playing on the weekend? See, that's how much I just don't care what's going on Manchester United, because I can't remember who we're playing. I think, is it Bournemouth? I think it's Bournemouth. I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I don't know. Who cares, people? Who cares? But yes, make sure, and don't worry, people, Vader will be here, but make sure you run up the likes, though. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after, what I need you lot to do is hit the like button on the video when you enter the City of Sarcasm. Hit the like button on the video. Share this out across all the socials. Make sure you follow across all the socials as well. Yes, it's flawless. At Sarcasm City TV. That's at Sarcasm City TV. Yes, it's flawless. Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you do so. And big up to everyone who's supporting Sarcasm City TV, because we recently just hit 16K. I haven't even got the 16 out of, well, one of the 16 out of 10 T's on people. But yes, we have hit 16,000 subscribers. So big up to everybody supporting. Shout out to Mike's for the raid as well. I see you. Big up everyone joining over from the raid. Big up Don C as well. Yeah, definitely a banger. Jody featuring Jay North. Island Girl, that's the first tune. Second one is an unreleased freestyle from my bro Scorps. Shout out to my nephew in the chat. Big up Sam as well. But let's introduce him anyway, man. Let's bring him in. One of the best content creators in the game, without doubt. The gaslighter extraordinaire. One of the best exports from Canada, alongside Maple Syrup and Trish Stratus. Man, like Vader Games is, or like, let me say it right, man. Last name Games, first name Vader is in the building. What are you telling me, Vader? You good?
Yo, yeah, man, I'm good. Listen, I'm this way because of my amazing mom and dad. You know what I mean? Like they raised me right. So this is why I am the way I am.
Shout out mom and dad, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
Bless up. Now, flawless. You see, this is YouTube, people. If you're on another platform, you're missing out. This is YouTube. The background's changed. The background's UCL press conference mode. That's the mode I'm in today. That's the mode I'm in. I got my water bottle. I'm ready to sip. I'm ready to be able and willing to answer all questions. Now, if the questions are worthy, if the questions are quality, flawless, he'll bring them in. If the questions are garbage, send a super chat. Because then he's got no way of not sharing your whack question, because it's a super chat. So if you're bad, flawless, air my question, air it. Send a super chat. That's the best way to do it. Now, you know what I gotta do, people.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
We got this, flawless. We got this. I am here. Comfortable. You got me for an hour uninterrupted. What have we got to talk about? I'm here, my guy. What a win. And listen, we got wins recently. So I mean, we got smiles going on. I see.
I don't have smiles going on.
No, you're smiling.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's good to see you. It's a shame about the circumstance that I'm seeing you in, but it's good to see you. Yes.
My man smiling,
that game, no, you know what I'm saying? It was a win and a deserved win.
It was a win, yeah. It was a win. Absolutely.
Yeah. City played well. Give you your credit, especially defensively. Yeah, you did the business.
Plus, I'm not talking about me. I mean, we won this UCL game. Yeah, of course, you're watching on UCL.
Oh, we're talking about Monday because we played. Yeah, we beat Wolves. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, good win on Monday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they are like, just to clarify, they possibly could be the worst Premier League side of all time.
They might be.
There's a chance that they don't beat Derby's points total of 11 because they need to get it together quick.
You dispatched them comfortably. I have to say.
Yeah. We did. We packed them up. We packed them up.
Now,
just pleased about, of course.
Now, this is what I want to ask you.
Go on.
The energy's good, and I don't want to be, you know me, I don't want to be the first one to take a shot. So this isn't a shot, all right? I don't want to be the first one to take a shot.
This is definitely going to be
It's not a shot. No, it's not a shot. It's not.
Go on.
I'm not the first. But I know you would prefer your club to be playing in multiple cup runs, right? Not just to have the Mondays, but for as poor as United are right now, do you see the silver lining with you guys only playing on Mondays with regards to how you can talk amongst the rivals, how you can schedule your shows, how you can deal with, you know what I mean? Because all the drama, all the nonsense, you being able to like take shots at whoever, you got the weekend free to do it because you play on Mondays.
Yeah, that is the benefit of Manchester United playing Monday is I don't have to watch Manchester United ruin my weekend on the Saturday or the Sunday, and I don't have to field questions about it. I don't have to discuss it. We do back again on Monday, and because it's early afternoon, I don't have to talk about the game till Friday. So that is fantastic. That is the great part because I'm glad we only play one game a week because I struggle with that. I don't want to see us twice a week, whether it's Champions League, Europa League, or Conference League. I don't want to see us twice. Is that definitely not.
I hear it.
Like, shout out to my bro Sheik. Obviously, he's on his European tour because he was there today. Actually, he went to the Bernabeu. He was there.
You went to?
Yeah, he was there. He was at the game, so he went to the Bernabeu. He went to, I think he was at the San Siro as well. Obviously, he went to OT because he's doing his European tour, and that's why I didn't go to the. Even though I linked up with him afterwards, that's why I didn't go to the game. I thought about it, and I was like, no. Pay my money and go watch this crap. Like, no, I was like, I'll definitely see you after. So yeah, that's where that fan cam came about from. But yes, to answer your question, yes, it's a shame because I don't want to be like that. I want to look forward to watching my team. But
true.
But we played well. We did play very well against Wolves. I took advantage of a shocking Wolves outfit. We did. We did.
Now listen, winning in Manchester. That's a great weekend all around. Now we're winning in different places within the table, but winning's winning. Like from a tough times, good times, you just want your club to win because that just changes. Changes the complete attitude. Now my attitude, Flawless, as of late.
Yeah, I bet you've been on a run.
My attitude's been. I'm telling everybody, talk to me nicely. Talk to me nicely. Because they've been talking to me rudely for a long time, Flawless.
Yes, they have been. Yeah.
A long time.
A long time. Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on, man. It used to be people would let certain things accumulate, like let some time pass before they get ignorant, before they get rude with it, before they get dismissive with it. I felt like, I'm getting this crazy talk after, and mind you, I won my first game versus Wolves, like you just mentioned. Wolves aren't really that good, and we're seeing now with time pass how poor they are. But I won Wolves, but then I suffered losses from Spurs and Brighton, and it didn't look all that nice. And I've suffered 4 losses in the Prem just alone, right? Newcastle, adding Aston Villa. But the disrespect from so many. And you know what? I got no chill. I'm having no chill because I don't care that you're dealing with the civil war with slot out or slot in. I don't care. You were rude with me when you shouldn't have been. So I got no chill with Liverpool fans right now. None. Arsenal fans also moving crazy. I got no chill. Now we've been on shows. You know, when we feature, it's a different level. We take things to another level. When we feature, and I'm telling everybody, I ain't supposed to be 2 points off top.
You ain't supposed to be that close to Arsenal. That I do agree with. Yeah, you shouldn't be.
I'm not, and I appreciate you not saying it pains me to say. You didn't say that. I appreciate that. When it comes down to being,
it brings misery to Arsenal, so I'm for it.
Flawless. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I gotta do what's right for football. I gotta do the football gods' work. You know what I mean? I'm an angel. I'm an angel sent. descending down onto football to do what's right. Justice for football. Now, I
just want to clarify. I didn't say all that. Go on, carry on.
This guy didn't.
I didn't mean all that either. I was talking about.
Didn't say all that.
No,
Listen,
I didn't say all that.
I gotta say this with regards to what's happening in football, and this city pool talk. The city pool was. It's a real thing. It's real because when it came down to the fight, listen, one club taking another club to the next level and pushing each other the same way. Listen, we saw United do that for years, right? You took on any challengers. If it was Arsenal, you had that back and forth. If it was Chelsea, you had that back and forth. When you guys were in your pump, Liverpool weren't really in it, right? And then we came into the mix, and then there's that battle between us. The city pool that I'm talking about is when it's been City to win the Prem and to hold off those Arsenal punks that were trying to win it. We did what we needed to do. We won it 2 in a row. Liverpool, they won it. Liverpool fell off a little bit. We won it. Now, I didn't expect us to win it 2 in a row twice. I didn't expect us to go 4 in a row. But after we fell off 4 in a row, Liverpool stepping up, and then they fended off these Arsenal bums, right? I got to talk to Barnes. I got to talk to Pops.
We'll get to that. Don't worry. We're going to get to Liverpool because there's a lot to discuss, and I do want to hear what you got to say. But your win tonight against Real Madrid, thoughts on that?
The win tonight was physical and mental. I'm seeing great change within my players. I'm seeing the players understanding that they're going to get fought for full 90 minutes, right? We had a few games where we would play and kind of slip off, second half collapses, 2 goals up and things like that. I'm seeing that we're seeing out games. And I kind of expect that when you got new players, when you got players that don't quite have the winning, yeah, everybody looks at the badge at City. You guys are supposed to do this. But when you look at it deeper, look at the influx of players. Look at who's Pep's trusting. Look at who we got to rely on. They got to get back to winning. They got to know the standards. I saw that today versus Real Madrid. Playing at the Bernabeu, I didn't even travel. I'm watching on TV. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a long night. Because it's relentless over there. We know their fan base is crazy. We know it's going to be loud. We know it's going to be torturous. Then, not only that, we got to play against the 11 players on that pitch, including the ref. The refs are so intimidated at the Bernabeu. They're so intimidated by Real Madrid. It's crazy. I know I'm not going to get any calls my way. I know that. Rudiger should have. Say that again?
I said you got an important one that helped you win the game, though. The ref got that one, right?
Yeah, you got that right because of VAR. You didn't get the ref didn't get that right. The VAR got that right. What are we doing here?
Did he not go and check it? That's why he went and checked it.
Yeah, the ref was told to go and check it.
Yeah, but went to the monitor, he could have ruled it off. It was his call, right? So we got it right.
Okay. He missed it in real time. All cool. I get it. But it was a foul. It should have been called.
Yeah, it was a foul. As much as it annoyed me, it was a foul.
Oh, this guy, and it was annoying. The goal that we surrendered, though, oh my goodness.
I don't know why this surprises you. We've known me long enough. I am Manchester United through and through. I can't stand Manchester City. So anything success for you lot, fair or unfair, I'm not a fan of. But go on, as you were.
Flawless. I don't want to have to do the heavenly talk again. But this might be a result of having to do the business versus an Arsenal in this Champions League. That might be a case.
Yeah, I've come to the realization probably today, because I was probably lying to myself about it, that the English teams are looking very, very strong in this competition. Unfortunately, I'm looking around and I'm looking for my
but you gotta pick
business, and they're not doing anything.
Yeah, but you gotta pick who you're gonna be like. Yo, go and handle the business. You gotta pick who's gonna do that.
Oh, it's the English lot. Who is it? It's you, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, anyone else? Newcastle, right?
Spurs.
Hey, Chelsea, Newcastle, Spurs, do the business, man. Any of you three, do what needs
to
be done.
You're putting your hopes in that. You're saying, okay, if you got to get the job done, if you got to fend off, you're saying you're saying Newcastle, Chelsea, and Spurs.
Yeah,
look at this guy. This guy ain't serious. Flawless ain't serious.
Because that's all I've got. Who else?
No, you don't. You have more than that. You have more than that.
Who do I have? Who? Tell me.
Flawless. We do the show every week.
Yeah, who do I have? Nah, fuck you lot. Don't need you lot getting number 2. Forget all that. I'd probably win the Prem. Last thing I need is you lot having even more success, like doubles and that. Like, nah, that chain, no, absolutely not.
Oh my
so
goodness.
do what needs to be done.
All right. Well, there's a lot of football left to be played before any of that needs
Yeah,
to
there
be
is.
thought
I'm just
about.
saying that the non-English teams in the champs need to get it together. Real Madrid, Barcelona. I've not really watched PSG like that. Bayern Munich, I haven't watched like that, but I keep hearing good things. But one of those four.
Yeah. I hear it.
One of those four I'm looking at. I don't like how Real Madrid are looking right now. Don't look like how Barcelona are looking. I know PSG drew today, but I know they've had injuries, so I need to chat to Steve and Jez and see what's really going on with PSG.
Right.
Fourth is I say Bayern Munich. Your boys' company seems to be doing well over there.
Yep.
But I know they got beat by Arsenal, but I don't completely write them off. But I don't but this is January, because last thing we need is an English winner of the champs. But go on.
We'll see what happens. We'll see where the matchups happen. But with regards to Bayern Munich, I think that's
because this guy got jokes. That's why, man. Like, yo, put our faith in them. I'm Man United. He's Man City. And he's like, yo, back us. No, absolutely not.
What are you talking about?
Absolutely not.
If you want to secure the best outcome with regards to you having a peaceful, I'm thinking about your carnival, Flawless. I'm thinking about you in the summertime.
No, it's not. Because I have to do a show with you every week. And you as a double winner is no.
Doing the show with me is calm. When you gotta go,
that is worse. Yeah, but it's still bad. You feel me? It's still terrible.
All right.
It's still terrible.
You want to go carnival, winding up and getting Arsenal shirts hit in your face all the time.
I can block it from my memory. I can drink enough.
This guy. All right, cool. You're cool.
Yeah, great for Manchester hype. I don't care. You know what I care about, nephew? I care what's great for Manchester United. Let me add that in.
Selfish.
Man, you see this above me right here? Man, the name here, Man United, not Man City, not selfish. Manchester. Extremely selfish. Man United people, not Manchester City or Manchester. Man United. That's what it is. But go on, back to it. You was talking about
the game,
battling through at the Bernabeu.
The game impressed me because I'm seeing how the players are acquiring this experience and they're getting better for it. I am never going to be one to be like, oh, I saw you do this a week ago. That's the player you're going to be for the next time I see you. Right? I've seen these players evolve, improve. What an assignment Matheus Nunes had. Vinny ain't no joke. Vinny, and I'm also recognizing we didn't play against the strongest Real, and this Real was causing us problems. Speed is dangerous. Their counter game is wild because whether it's Rodrigo or Vinny, and you got Jude who's almost running the entire 90, like that's a problem. So I'm so glad we didn't have to also face Mbappe. But Matheus Nunes and what he had to do versus Vinny, he didn't win every battle, but he showed that he's up for the fight. And I think having to play against that quality, I've got confidence now. But he's got to play up against any left wing in our league or moving forward. I'm like, okay, you can put in a shift. You can deal with that. I still want us eventually to go out and get a right back, right? But he put in a shift. The back line, calm as well. O'Reilly, academy midfielder playing left back. Listen, Rodrigo caught him. I think he was a little too respectful of that pace. He gave too much of a gap. Rodrigo killed us. And of course he scores. Of course this guy who was scoreless for so long scores against us.
And we should have saved it.
I think he hugged that near post a little too much and gave him that angle. But what I did like was not one player put their head down. Not one player was like, here we go.
They didn't do the Liverpool. I hear it, man.
Ooh. Well, like you said,
That's
we'll
what's
talk
been
about
happening.
Liverpool later. No,
I
know.
But I just wanted to clarify, like, when they concede a goal, it looks like the world is crumbling around them, like the sky is falling.
It looks like, nothing good's going to happen. We did not show that at all. And we actually, I don't know what the minute was, but we turned around really quickly to get that equalizer. And that equalizer came with O'Reilly doing the damn thing. Like, he got, I'm not going to say he got cooked, but the goal happened because of his side. And if we want to talk about losing possession, we lost possession in their end, and that was Bernardo Silva, a little weak off the ball, and then they went down and scored. But the response from O'Reilly off a set piece, I'm happy with. Let's continue to show that we can score in many different ways. This is Champions League. Nothing's easy. And then my man, who Flawless is, get this guy out of here. Flawless wants everybody out of here. He wants Pep out of here. He wants Holland out of here. Now
I don't know why this is a surprise. That's credit too. If I want your players to stay, they're doing something wrong. from your instance.
No, that's how you look at things, because you know what I mean. You
Yeah,
look
of
at
course.
things
I
only
want the
strictly
worst
from
for
a
Manchester City because you're such a gracious and humble person. You want
Yeah,
what's
say that
best for
again.
Manchester United. You want Manchester United to be super successful as a Manchester City fan.
I just want. I mean, what's best
Huh?
for my club is also best for the Prem, right? Because if we have the best talent in the Prem, this is where you're selfish. You want all the best talent to leave. Like, go, leave,
Yeah.
leave. No, let's have this
No,
competition.
actually,
in the Prem.
I just want the best talent, not at the rivals. The best talent. If Haaland was elsewhere, I'm like, all right, cool. If Haaland was at like Villa or some shit, I'd be like, all right.
Oh my
calm.
goodness. Okay.
Or he's
All
at
right,
Spurs. I'm cool with it. Man United,
look at
fine.
this guy. Look
Just
at
don't
him.
want him at
You know
the
what?
rivals.
I'm glad. Listen, this flawless
I've
does
been
not
this way
want.
since the beginning. Like,
I just you.
I don't know
The
why this. I hate
high level competition, mano y mano,
Yeah,
toe
you don't
to
have to
toe.
involve you. You don't have to involve City. You can involve
It's-
everyone else. Just take City, Arsenal, and Liverpool out of the equation. I'm cool.
No. We ain't doing that. Gone are the days of the red cartel and keeping the competition.
I just named 2 out of the 3 red cartel.
Yeah, but gone are the day of the red cartel controlling who
see?
competes and who doesn't. No. We want everybody. We want Manchester United versus Manchester City. We want that fight. We want that. Whoever's the best in Manchester, go out and continue to dominate. That's the standard we need. Raise up. That's what we're gonna say. If anybody's winning anything, the winner's coming out of Manchester. That's what we want. That's what we should have. Everybody else should look in envy of Manchester. And they kind of do, because we're the only 2 to have troubles. But when it comes down to what I want for this club and what I saw in Erling Haaland today there was no doubt. Chat, there was no doubt. When he stepped up to that pen, I was like,
Oh yeah, he was going to miss. He was never going to
I
miss.
believe his last pen, I could be wrong, but I think his last pen got saved. I think his last pen got saved. I had no doubt they'd be scoring this one. Because the way I remember it is the keeper faked one way and dove left. So obviously Haaland watching it, you already faked the wrong way. Let me still go to the way I was going. But he faked it so quickly, he got down quick and saved it. Haaland now, he's like, okay. Did which I call the Balotelli pause. He did the Balotelli, and then scored it. And I was like, brilliant. Let's go. 2-1. I had a prediction. And I don't like to do the prediction thing, but I had a prediction 3-1. But the third goal was going to be this game is stressed. Let's get this late winner because we got them. And I was so close to that prediction. But the 2-1, I'm going to take all day. You know that. I'm going to take this 2-1 and run away with it. What I saw player-wise, what I saw from my manager, what I saw from the subs and what he was doing, everybody, quality. Now, here's my concern, though, Flawless.
Go on, what's your concern?
My club we don't have the depth yet. If I know you don't watch City like I watch City.
The
Pep's
depth was
been
good
running.
today, though. He was calm today with the depth. The depth today was good. Was so wise.
But the problem is, I've been running this same 11 for like 3-4 games now. I've been
That's why
running
he
the
said
same 11.
half an hour to go.
Well, yeah, but this is the problem. They still put in an hour. They still have to play with that early intensity. There's also physical fatigue and mental fatigue. I know, because Nico Gonzalez played that entire game. He played that entire game. I don't have another 6. I don't have another Rodri, right? This is where I'm like, ooh, how's my manager going to manage this? We play Crystal Palace on Sunday. That game ain't easy. But I'm going to take this 3 points. We're now top 4 within the top 8. We'll see what happens the next round. We play Bodo Glimt, and then after that we play Galatasaray. So those are, if I can get the win early, and then that last game versus Galatasaray is kind of calm. Maybe it's a draw, maybe it's whatever. But UCL's looking pretty reasonable, manageable right now. I got League Cup coming up, and then I'm gonna have this run after that. Obviously after the Crystal Palace.
The champs? Let me check actually. Let me see. Who's your next 2? Who's your final 2?
In the champs?
Yeah.
Bodo Glimt. And then Galatasaray.
Oh yeah. You don't finish top 8. Yeah.
So it's looking nice. Everybody, Manchester City fans were crashing it. Pep, well, yes, 10 changes versus Leverkusen. What are you doing? You're going to cost us. Hey, he tried a thing. He's like, if I'm going to have some rotation, because this series of games, he didn't want to have to go. Because again, add that Leverkusen game with running the same 11 again, right? It would have been running those guys again and again. He gave them a break. I don't know where he's going to find this balance. I don't know how he's going to do this double pivot, but he's going to have to find some rest for Nico Gonzalez. Crystal Palace is probably not the game that he does it in,
What did
But,
the West
hey.
Ham? Probably Brentford or West Ham. One of those two.
Well, Brentford's a League Cup game. I don't know what he's going to do. That's a tough one.
You'll be. I'm sure you'll be all right at home to Brentford.
Here we go. That's a tough game
I'm
to play.
sure.
Many of the top clubs like the Arsenals haven't. I don't think they've.
Away to Brentford, I hear it. Home to Brentford, you should be all right.
All right. We should be
With
all
the
right.
riches you have, you should have a
riches.
makeshift six in there and the
Flawless.
quality you have and who you have on your bench. I think you might struggle, but you'll somehow get past Brentford.
really
Again, I
hope
hope
so.
I'm wrong. I hope he rings 11 changes.
I hope I'm
and you lot
right
crash out.
and you're wrong. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, of course. I'm saying you're City, I'm United. So
But
you want
speaking of
City to win,
riches-
I want City to lose, but go on.
Speaking of riches,
Go on.
if my club got to go into the pocket again in this January transfer window,
Yeah, shit, you lot might do that still.
we got to do it. We
don't
got to
wanna do
do it. Because honestly, when I kind of joke, but I don't joke. I'm not supposed to be 2 points off, but the fact that I'm 2 points off, let's capitalize. Let's maybe pull the trigger on something that we probably would have done in the summer. Let's maybe accelerate something because we're so close to getting this that we didn't expect, right? So I'm really happy with the performance. Unsung heroes because it doesn't show up on the stat line. Some will say, "Oh, Holland didn't do anything other than the pen." When you occupy the two center backs like he did today, when you have that type of attention, I expect everybody else to cook. Another unsung hero is going to get Doku. People are going to be like, "Oh, what did he really do?" Oh, hey,
He was
Courtois
effective picking up the ball and carrying it at points. Yeah,
very
so that-
effective. Courtois had to get down low to save that one shot. I was surprised actually Holland didn't get it on the end of that rebound. But we were doing our thing today, and I'm just seeing them getting a lot more familiar with each other. So if we got to go in the January transfer window, we know spending money doesn't mean you're going to win, right, Liverpool? So if I got to go spend and do a little something, let me try and do that. This game had to be, everybody's eyes were on the UCL. UEFA, flawless. I know UEFA got this whole random generator. They push a button and it. What kind of random generator always have Real Madrid and City play?
Now I was thinking that as I was like setting up the watch along and doing that, I was like, these men play every year. It seems
We play every year.
It seems you lot play every year.
UEFA know what time it is.
it's
UEFA know
very
how to. They don't know how to make that dough.
Yeah, it's
They
very.
know how to
Chelsea,
make that dough.
Barcelona-esque.
Make sure City and Real Madrid play. We got to make that happen.
It's very late. It's very Chelsea Barcelona-esque, like in the late 2000s, like late 2000s, like 09s, and then early 2010s. You
gotta
see
know where
Chelsea
the
and
quality
Barcelona
is.
have played each other all the time, type of thing. But yeah, it seems you lot play them on a regular basis. On a regular.
And you know when you like to do your he when I talk about the rivalry. You know how you like to Vader thinks City and Real or rivals.
No, I don't disagree with the rivalry. It's you picking them out when they're better than you is what makes me laugh. I'm like, yeah, go on ahead.
You want to know what the head-to-head is over 15 games?
No, over the 15 games. We're talking about at that time. There's times where you're clearly the better side, or might be slightly the better side, and there's times where they're clearly the better side. You were saying this last year, and I said, all right, go on, run into them. And what happened last year, Vader?
Yeah, we lost on penalties.
What happened last year? We didn't lose on pens. We no pens.
The year before that. No, we
the
lost
year
on
before. The year before you lost, but I knew you was going to lose that game. What happened last year?
You knew we were going to lose when we lost on pens. Okay.
Yeah, the tie. Did I not predict you lot to go out?
Okay. All right.
Was that at your place? Yeah, because the Haaland and De Bruyne got tired, but that's a whole different conversation. Maybe you're right about fatigue. Maybe Pep should have rested them earlier on. But the point is, I'm making the playoffs when you lot was 1-12 or 2-13.
Yeah.
Going up tour dates and that. That's where I was like, that's why I was kikiing. I didn't kiki and laugh about it this year.
Okay, all right. Well, you key in, and my point stands with regards to Real Madrid and the rivalry.
You are. I do agree that you are rivals.
And I take it. This is another thing. Like I don't want anything with Real. Put them on the other bracket. I'd rather not face them until I have to face them.
I want the easiest, because
you keep poking out, Flawless. You keep poking out. No, I want to step to Real. Let's go.
You're the valiant effort guy. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go. I want to know how tough I am.
You want the Warner Bros. And the Disney.
No, I want to know how tough I talk.
You know what I'm saying? You want the fictional stuff and that. This ain't.
It ain't fictional. I want to know.
Fictional. You want the fictional storyline to go along with it. That's why. Like, we beat everybody to get there. You want all that crap. I don't care how we win the competition. Couldn't care less. Like, that's where it is. I've seen United win 2 Champions Leagues. I say this all the time. One of them, the run was ridiculously tough. The run was, we got Drew in a group of death, faced all types of quality sides, world-class players. We played Zidane and we played Brazilian Ronaldo and Zidane back-to-back. But that's a whole different conversation. And then in 08, it was slightly easier. I don't celebrate either one of them less or either one of them more. Go win the competition. So, yes, if you can put Real Madrid and City and all that on the other side, thankful for it. Without doubt. I'm like that in the FA Cup. I'm fucking annoyed. All the teams we could have got. We got Brighton, the team who have a very good record at all teams. Like, all right, go on now. Even though we beat them earlier on, even though we beat them last month, it's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's what I'm on. You want to do the valiant effort thing, man, and be triumphant and play the music and all that. Yeah, I don't care about
I want to know. I want to know. Listen, arm wrestle, I want to know who's the stronger one. I want to see it.
Okay, I always want the trophy.
Like, hey, I hear it. When I get through,
it's not my fault who I draw. I don't get to pick.
Yeah, but okay, you don't get to pick who you draw. Yeah. But then there's also the attitude on who you do end up drawing.
So yeah, when you have an attitude, tough, then we just got to run it.
Like, but when you have an attitude on like, bring me the toughest, baddest, bring me them. It's different to when you're like, I want the easiest draw. And now you got to get yourself amped up because now you got the tough draw because you wanted the easy one to start with. You see what I'm saying?
I'll be amped up for once the game comes around. I'm for it.
Okay. Get ready.
Yeah, I'm amped up for it. So it's like once the game, let's say it is Real Madrid or Barcelona, am I picking them out? No. But if it comes around and it's one of those sides, guess what? All right, let's run this. Ironically, our last great European tie. Well, European, I can't say last great. One of our greatest European wins of recent times was facing Barcelona. Mm-hmm. I was up.
True.
I was genuinely, people was looking at me like, and I don't hear the thing is,
that's Europa.
Yeah, Europa League, because we ended up in the playoffs of the Europa, because we finished, was it the top 8? Somehow we ended up in the playoffs because we did some nonsense anyway. Mm-hmm. And I was saying how I didn't want to draw Barcelona. Did they drop down? No, Barcelona dropped down. That's what happened. This is when the Champions League, so Barcelona was dropped down, and I was saying, even though I think here the thing is, this is how I would get you. I thought we'd beat Barcelona. I didn't want them. I'm like, why am I getting the toughest opponent? And I thought we beat them. And we did. We packed them up, both legs. Yeah. Packed them up. But hey, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, my point is,
you want to be valiant. I want the world titles.
The rivalry, in case you know, just so you can share this, because you can be like, and you don't have to you don't have to credit me at all, but just understand. 5 wins versus Real Madrid, 5 draws versus Real Madrid, 5 losses. This fight with UCLs, oh, look how good they are. Everyone wants to bow down. No, listen, bring it. It's even Steven. And I'm all for it. Listen, the next time we see him, is going to be different too, because then
probably draw them again. To be honest, you probably draw them in the knockouts.
We will draw them. I know there's no escaping Real Madrid. It's going to happen again. So that's why I already know.
Xavi Alonso, the rest of you need to pattern up, man, to get this shit together. Barcelona,
Real Madrid, they don't want Xavi. The talk is they don't want him.
I get it. I understand.
You understand what?
Yeah, why they wouldn't want Xavi?
They're second in their league right now.
It's Real Madrid. Hear what I just said? I understand why they don't want Xavi. It's Real Madrid. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's Real Madrid. Like, I know what they're like. Why are you shocked? It's like when Ryan comes on there and says something stupid. Nobody's shocked. We're like, oh, that's Ryan.
Wow.
Whereas if you made that same comment, shots fired. It's not a shot, it's facts. If you said that same statement that I did, people are going to look at us crazy. Like, what are you talking about? But when it's him, we just bypass the stupidity. It's like Real Madrid with managers. We know that a manager can be gone at any given moment you can have 4 bad games and be gone at Real Madrid. We know what it's like over there.
I got to take this.
Yeah, no stress. Do your thing. You lot continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well, hit the notification bell. That might be Real Madrid on the phone, man. You try to hire Vader and that. Big up to is this Mixie? Big up says, off subject, flawless. Would you take Ange at this point in time? Big up to you. Absolutely not. No, I wouldn't take Ange. Definitely not. And Villa, you drew Spurs away. My thing. But you lot continue to run up the likes. Continue to subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV as well. The link's underneath in the description. I just added the title as well. Added it into the title. Oh, yeah. Ancelotti did one of the GOATs. 100% one of the GOATs. Let's go, man. Brazil for the World Cup. I don't even know who's in their squad or how they're looking, but I'm running it because my guy is there. But you lot continue to get your questions in. Please just keep them Manchester United or Manchester City related. Please subscribe to Vader Games TV. That's Vader's channel. Also, in regards to the Manchester United on their side of things, I didn't really speak on it much. With me and Rance did speak on it a little bit. But the Ratcliffe and Wilcox argument that happened, so they was in the stands at the Molineux. Omar Barada's sat in between them. It looked very heated. I've been told it was when Wolves did indeed equalize. And you know what? It's good to see. And you know why it's good to see? Because it shows everything is not all rosy and not everything is great at Manchester United in regards to the hierarchy. That man is stressed. Because it was only an equalizer against Wolves. Granted, Wolves are awful, but it's still ample time to get the dub. Ample time to get the dub. And it shows how much pressure and how much scrutiny they're under, because they didn't even wait till afterwards. They could have waited till afterwards. They know there's cameras on him. Their man had it out in the stands. Like, what did Ratcliffe say? What did Wilcox say to him? Did he say, you're giving this 3 years or something? Them man are seeing live and direct how bad we are. Granted, they are to blame because they chose to keep this manager. Ratcliffe is there to blame, Wilcox, and also Omar Barada, the entire hierarchy. Anyone who has any input on who the manager is at Manchester United is partly to blame because of what's going on. That's why I don't want to see sad faces. I don't want to see people like, oh, look at them. It's like, no, you can change this. And how you didn't see this coming, I have no idea. So I fully put this on them that Amorim is still in charge. So it was great to see the argument. It's great to see the argument. Because all this, they're going to give him time in 3 years. So what were they arguing about, people? Don't worry about what people say to you. Look at actions. Someone's actions will tell you, but this is just in life, actions will tell you what they think of you. So in regards to our ownership, I don't look at what they say. That's why with Ratcliffe, you lot will ask me about interviews, or you'll ask me about Wilcox's comments, or if Barada makes comments, or Amorim makes comments. I will answer questions for you lot, but I look at actions. So when people say to me, why don't you like Ineos? I look at actions. They chose to keep this manager, which in turn to me said, hey, you are writing off this season. Hence why I don't think Manchester United are doing anything this season of note. And I stood by that from before a ball was kicked. Shout out to Tyrell Gunner, big up Real King in the cut as well. And I stand on that. So when I see things like this and the ownership arguing, where else do you see that? But this is your fault. This is your terrible decision-making that has led you to that point, because even in that game when Wolves equalized, you didn't think United could get back in, well, not get back in the game, but take back over the game and score 2, 3, 4 goals, which we did in the end. They don't like what they're seeing. Now it's, who's to blame? Because somebody's at fault for the shit show that's going on at Manchester United this season, for the shit show that happened last season under their ownership. Someone is to blame. Because here the thing is about Ineos that I've said before. Off the field, very well. Their off the field decisions, I don't have no issues with when it comes to incomings, outgoings with transfers, when it comes to training facilities, when it comes to slashing the wage bill down, when it comes to, when I say slashing the wage bill, not only the player wage bill, but also cutting the staff. You don't hear me criticize that. I think they've done very well there. So how is it we've done your decisions off the pitch, I actually think have been good and for the betterment and for the club to be better. But then we're going backwards rapidly on the pitch and on the field. So that's why when I see them arguing, I'm like, interesting. Because if everyone's on the same page, what are you arguing about? You know what I'm saying? Or if everyone's on the, what you got to argue about? Why are you that stressed over Wolves equalizing? Why? It's kind of when I talk to people at the start of the season who was Amorim in this, and Amorim's going to do this, Amorim's going to do that. And then it took 4 days, because I think Fulham and Grimsby was 4 days away, because Fulham, if I remember correctly, was it Sunday? Fulham was the Sunday game, yes. Fulham was Sunday. I think Grimsby was Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to have to double check this. So let's say, yes. So let's say the space of 4 or 5 days, you've gone from, I'm backing what I'm seeing, Amorim's going to do well, it's going to be different, to 2 bad results in 5 days, and you go, get this manager out, he's not good enough. You know what that means in the first place? If I sit here on this microphone and say, I rate such and such as a manager, I think he's going to do well, 2 bad results in 5 days is not going to change my mind. 2 results. Bear in mind, we had a good performance and I put in quotation marks against Arsenal just before that, people. So there was more optimism. Because it's, we played well against Arsenal. Did we? Fuck. Didn't play well against Arsenal. They were just dreadful. But that's a whole different conversation. But we played well. So we played well against Arsenal, even though we lost. So that gives you more optimism and more belief. And then 2 games in 4 or 5 days against Fulham and Grimsby, you do a complete 1-8-1. You never believed. And the crazy part is my cousin one of my cousins who I seen a couple of weeks ago, we was talking about this. And I wasn't even going to bring it up. Because I remember speaking to him in August and he was hammering in and he was telling me, why don't you think we could do anything, cuz? And I was like, cuz, do you watch us? He's like, yeah. All right, things are going to be different. And then I didn't mention it. Bear in mind, we've been chilling together for about an hour and a half, however long he's there. And he's like, oh, what you think of the football? I went, oh, what are you telling me, man? What's going on with hammering? He's like, oh, I'm hammering him out. Oh, why? What happened? And I think he said ironically, it was after the Grimsby game. So I said, so you thought it was going to be different. Why? Because we signed players and got rid of players. As I keep telling people, it's not an individual quality thing. Yes, if you have better players, you get better results. Of course. Yes, without doubt. Same way as people who are content creators, if you get a better camera and a better mic, guess what? The audio is going to sound better and the visual is going to look better. That doesn't necessarily mean the content is going to be better. You give it to an idiot, you give him, you know what I'm saying? If you give him quality matching it TNT, BBC, ITV level production. Yes, it's gonna look crisper, but does the quality of the content get better? And that's where it is. So yeah, it's ironic. Yeah, this is the thing, Eli. But I'm cool with people lying to themselves, but don't try and sell your lie to me when you are lying to yourself, as these people were. Because if you genuinely believe it would take more than that was 2 Premier League games and 1. No, was it 2? Yeah, it was 3 games across all competitions into the season. It was literally, I think, the start of September, or it might have been August. And you're already done. So at the start of August, I'm back in this. It's gonna be hammer him in. And then a month later, it's get him out, nothing's changed. So what were you expecting to see in the 3 games?
Wait, are you talking to United fans or Liverpool fans? What are you doing?
Nah, this is United fans. I'm talking to United.
Oh, okay.
It's
very similar. Your thinking, your rationale, it's very similar.
So it's like that's where it's at. And if you back it, like I said, it should take more than a month. You telling me this manager's it, and 2 games changed your mind? Because one of them was good according to the general consensus. You played well against Arsenal. Those in the chat will remember the battles I was fighting. You know what I'm saying? After that, you just being negative. It was a good, and then Fulham happened, and everyone went, "Whoa!" It's like, yeah, it's because one's Arsenal and one's Fulham.
You know what? I got to ask you this because I am surprised with how you're looking at it from an argument standpoint. Just because that argument happens in a Wolves game, right? That's not a bad thing with regards to what they want or the progression.
I just want to know what he was arguing about. So it is. I can only speculate. What are you arguing about that heavy? To the point you didn't wait till afterwards. There's cameras on, so something got said that sparked something like that. They look like me and you on the stream at times. Certain spot. That's what I want to know. And like I said, people are saying, I don't know this for sure. People are saying it was after Wolves equalized.
Okay.
So what has been said that sparked it? Did the equalizer go in and Wilcox say, and Barada jokingly say to Wilcox, he wants to give him 3 years? Was it that? What got said? What's got you so heated? If everything's cool and everything's calm and United are on the right trajectory and you're all on the same page, because they're not content creators, they're not me and you who one's United and one's City and we're debating. We're all on the same page, reaching the same goal.
Yeah.
So I can only speculate in regards to what exactly got said. Because United are very, very smart when it comes to, as most football clubs are, PR and things of that nature. So they know if arguing, that's going to be a conversation and pictures are going to be taken. What got said?
Okay.
That's where I'm at. It just goes to show. All I'm saying is it goes to show that everything is not great and everything's not as it shouldn't be. As it fucking shouldn't be. They should be arguing. There should be arguments every single day. It should be a war zone. Absolute Manchester United offices should be a war zone because of what's going on. So that's where I'm at with it. Like I said, I can only it's speculation, Vader. Your guess is as good as mine in regards to what it was. I'm just saying I like that it happened. That's where
Yeah, of course.
And I like it happened publicly. That's what it is. It's great. I'm glad it happened. There's no speculation as if it happened or not. And Barada's face in the picture makes it even funnier because he's like in the middle. Like I've been there when you don't want to get involved of two people arguing.
Yeah, and again, you may not like this, but the fact that they can argue is actually a good thing. Like when people can argue, you know that you can be honest with what you're saying, and you can be truthful in everything that's going back and forth.
Fact. So it means you all not on the same page. Which
temporarily, momentarily.
All right,
right?
Well, I wonder why is it? That's what it is. What got you so? It's an equalizer against Wolves. What was so?
They could have been arguing. Listen, I wanted to go and get a meal before they scored a goal. Now they scored a goal. I can't get up and go. Who knows? But to speculate to think that something's tearing them away with regards to them not large up the Queen every time.
No, definitely not with this. I should time you out, woman. Sorry, go on as you were.
To suggest that it's going to tear away and they're not on the same page or that they're not going to be partners with their decision making. Hey, you are going to argue. Like when you're competing amongst teammates, and in this case they're board members or they're teammates in that sense. They're going to argue. They're going to go back and forth. The fact that it's captured, the fact that, again, I don't know the ins and outs with regards to who you trust United-wise, who does the gossip, who does the behind the scenes, but...
That's what I'm annoyed about. No one seems to have anything on it.
And it might not be anything.
It happened, I think Woodward and Sir Alex Ferguson argued. I don't think we ever found out what it was. But they had an argument in the Suns.
And you shouldn't.
But all them people around and no one heard nothing. Like,
and you shouldn't.
If I was there, I would have heard something.
No, not flawless. If you were there, if you were anywhere near there and you heard something for the best of United, you got to keep that under wraps. You can't let that stuff leak out. You'd be responsible for taking your club down because that's inside information. That's stuff that should be publicly known.
So they take the club down and get paid a fortune to do it. That's okay. But I do something that could benefit me financially. And I'm the bad guy. I'm taking the club down. Huh? Imagine I was there hypothetically, people. I don't know how close they were to the away and the no fit. But let's say I overheard it. Let's say I was
TMZ over here.
Let's say I was sat a few rows down, and I heard that argument. I would be doing a disservice to my audience.
Listen to this guy.
What is going on? I would be doing a disservice. Oh, Ratcliffe said this, Barada said that, Wilcox said this, and all this type of stuff. I would have turned around and be like, forget the game. If they was like sat above me, I would have turned around. I would have done when you have the board with the table on it. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, oh, what's going on here? I would have made sure they would have seen me. I would have been listening. Of course, imagine I would say on the title of a live stream, I've got the exclusive and all this type of stuff. I heard what was going on. Because I genuinely just want to know, but I'm just glad that it's happening. There should be arguments. Same way on the football pitch when it's going wrong, there should be arguments. I hold the same, that there should be people shouting at people when things are going wrong. There should be some urgency. Because that's one thing with Ineos I don't think they have is any urgency whatsoever. Unless they're just playing stupid, which is what I don't believe. I think it is urgency. It's one of the two.
No, they have urgency.
They can't make some of the decisions that they make. And the more I talk, and this is why I wish I was ignorant to these things and didn't care as much, because the more I have conversations on these platforms and whether it's you or whoever, and I start figuring things out, the Kobe Mainoo situation, for example, that's on them. The Kobe Mainoo situation going on right now, so the fact that Mainoo's not under scrutiny, but his name's in the press and people mention it all the time, Amarim's getting fielded questions on him, is on you. They both made their stances clear in the summer. Clear as day in the summer. I knew this. Everyone knew this. Mainoo tried to leave alone in the summer. This is documented.
Yeah.
The club blocked it. Not Amarim. The club blocked it.
Yeah.
So then the manager don't rate this player. Clear as day. We all know this. Because when Bruno tried to leave, manager came out and said, I want him to stay, all this type of stuff. When it came to Mainoo, none of that. So Mainoo's made it clear he wants to leave. The manager doesn't want him to stay. You want him to stay. So therefore, what did you expect to happen? So now you've got it where you have a player at your club who's not playing. And people are looking at it going, why is he not playing? Because he's good enough to play. And now the manager, as much as I don't rate him as a manager, is now being fielded questions because of you. This is now a saga and a conversation because of you. Pick a side. They didn't. You either back the manager and let Maino go out on loan, or you get rid of the manager and bring in a manager who's going to play Maino. Pick one. They did none. That's where my issue lies. This falls at them, but because they're so bad, even clock this. Who was I talking to about it yesterday? Not yesterday. Me and Rance was having a discussion about it. And as I was talking, I was like, oh yeah, shit, that's on them too. They do so much bad, I forget. Back to Ryan, he says so much stupid shit. I forget about stupid shit that he said till someone brings it back up. I'm like, oh yeah, you did say this. That's them. You had a decision to make. Because even if it was the decision I didn't like, because I wouldn't have liked to have seen Maino go out on loan. But if they did, I'd be like, okay, I understand. Because you've backed the manager, he's not going to play him. But you chose to keep him and block his move. Why?
Well,
make it make sense.
Yeah, I mean, a lot can be discussed and try to figure that out, because he can still go out on loan in Jan, right? He can.
Hopefully they don't block it.
Yeah, hopefully it's not blocked.
No, they can't. You know why? Because we got AFCON, so they have to wait till the last 2 weeks in Jan.
Is it a matter of
dumb decisions make?
But is it a matter of? Okay, you say dumb decision, but is it a matter of they blocked it because there was he may be needed despite what the manager thinks? Like one of those, let's keep him in ranks. Because he's appeared since being blocked on the move. He's played not enough to be like it's worth you staying here.
You see the work call you took. He's had appearances less time in the call that you was on. The call you was just on during the show. You see the work call you just took. He's had less time than that. He's had boiling the kettle minutes right now.
Okay.
He literally has had that. So that's where my issue lies in. If you're going back the manager, back him the whole way and let Maino got none of this, or maybe, but then did you sit down and have a conversation with Amorim in surrounding him? Because you also blocked the move for Xerxes. Because Xerxes, there was moves
Xerxes was going to go.
Xerxes, this is summertime, and they block moves for Xerxes. The manager don't rate Xerxes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He spent 1 year.
So the manager, but again, the point is I'm making is the manager don't rate Xerxes, but the club rates Xerxes. Wow. The manager don't rate Maino, but the club rate Maino. These two players try and leave, or well, with Xerxes it was offers. You block the move for both. What is the outcome you expect? You now have two players who are unhappy, two players who are low on confidence, and then now adding into the shit show of everything else that's going on, the manager is now being questioned on these things as well, which is now unnecessary stress. You've just added drama for no reason.
Now, one could say that they wanted to block the move to keep the talent in-house because they didn't have max confidence in the manager. Because the manager hasn't been given an extended
What was
contract.
the last part you just said then? Just the last part of that first sentence.
They didn't have full confidence in the manager.
So why would you keep someone you don't have full confidence in?
Well, you keep them until you find who's next. You keep them because you're gonna listen. I got my doubts. I got my doubts about Amarin. He's in the job, but I got my doubts. As I have my doubts, I'm looking to who might be next. He's trying to get rid of these two talented players that I think are going to be important. Because I got my doubts. I don't want to have them ruined going somewhere else. Let me keep that in house as I look out.
Yeah, anyone chatting rubbish was getting blocked. We're not doing anything. Sorry, go on, carry on. Keep it football, people. Sorry, go on. I just have to clarify that. Keep it football. Don't worry about Yan. Like Yan City, yes, she a prick, but she is Manchester City through and through.
Whoa. Why you got to do all that to the Queen?
What do you mean? Do you see how she took shots at me?
You know I don't see the chat. I don't see the chat. But
no, before when she was like big up Vader and flawless too, I guess. Yeah,
that's not
just bypassing that. Huh?
No, listen.
Just bypassing that. Yeah.
No, I'm not bypassing it. But the fact that she wanted to big me up and she wanted to big me up. That's what's wrong with that.
You know what? Just carry on, man. As you were. Right, no one asked you. No one asked you nothing. You know what I'm saying? This guy.
Yo, large up the Queen each and every time.
Shouts to Yan every single time.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to do over there. I really don't.
See the sentences that are coming out of your mouth. But I don't. You need to know. This is the problem that lies. You just said in 2 sentences, Vader. I agree with you on these things. You are proving my point. They don't have full confidence in the manager. I don't know what they are trying to do over there.
Yes, we don't know.
That in there lies the problems.
But at the same time,
they don't have full faith in the manager.
That's how it looks to me. That's how it looks to me. It doesn't look like they have full faith in the manager. It doesn't look that way to me. Because again, is he not in the? Is this not the final year of his contract? Do I got this messed up?
I think he's got an option to extend the end of 2020 or 27.
So the club have the option.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll tell you now.
Okay. The reason why I say this is because they probably want to keep their talent close, despite having their concerns with this manager. I kind of get all that. The fact that I also don't know what they want to do isn't a bad thing. The fact that Manchester United fans, damn,
2027, and then the club have an option. Here we go. Contract until summer 2027 with a club option for an extra year.
Yo, I didn't even know it was that long. I thought y'all only gave him 2 years, so he would have had the
2 big years, isn't it? Because it was November.
Yeah, wow.
But that's the point that I'm making, is not having full faith in the manager. You clearly rate Mano. He doesn't rate Mano. What's the conversation in the room?
Okay. Check this out. Check this out.
Go on.
Maybe, because it looks like everyone.
You could do no. It seems they taking the pointers from Vader. It's crazy. I feel like they're just City fans and Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans just fucking up United. Not you. I'm talking about Ineos. Sorry, go on. Listen, I feel that's the way I feel. I'm like, sorry, go on.
Steve doesn't know what he's talking about. And heaven forbid I run Manchester United, I would purposely get them relegated. But if I were to do my job, nah, they'd be mint. They'd be mint.
You do a bit. I think me and you could do a better job than them, and then there lies a problem. Because we are far from having the qualifications.
Now where things get a little dicey is when your motivation, when your ambition is closely tied to financials versus football achievements. That's where things get a little messed up. But when it comes down to maybe the United, maybe they're waiting for certain managers to make themselves available. Maybe that's what's kind of happening here, right? Because it looks like many are expecting Alonso to get sacked. I'm sure many clubs are going to jump on that, despite him quote unquote failing at Real Madrid, because he's not really failing at Real Madrid. He's Alonso, just not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Real Madrid's the one place where you get sacked and it doesn't completely tarnish your legacy.
So
or your career, I should say, because you just look at it and go, yeah, it's
so everyone jumping in to be like, yo, let's get him. Maybe that's something that everyone's keeping their eyes closely at, because I think there's so many flawless. You know me. I tune in. I love the panels. I love what you got going on with your hosting. You got your peoples. Shout out to Jez. You got your peoples cussing out managers at Spurs. You got your peoples over obviously at United cussing out managers, wanting them out. You got the Bayesian crew and all of those. You got Lex cussing out, wanting that manager out. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of clubs in the Big Six that all want their manager out. So. It's just a little bit of a waiting game right now. It's a little bit of a waiting game.
You should have been though. And again, it ties back into, if you're going to back him properly. Sorry, and that's where it don't make. You've created a further problem with him with this Mano situation. This problem, if you would have picked a side, whichever side it is, pick a side. That's where I'm at with it.
Do you think Mano's been good enough to stay? Like, you think he should have been in rotation more?
I've said this before. There's no Mano at any team in the Premier League should be getting some form of significant minutes. Doesn't mean he should be He starts everywhere else. Doesn't mean he should be playing week in, week out for 90 minutes. What I'm saying is he's good enough to be a part of a rotation for any Premier League side. Never mind a struggling one. If you were in a team that was playing well, so a struggling side, absolutely he should.
What would you say is his best profile? Like more of a like is he a boxer
player? He's a 10, he's an 8. He's an attacking midfielder. Is he good enough to be in the central areas in the pitch? Is he good enough to be in the defensive third and receive the ball and turn and play passes? Yes, but that's not his game. When he was
tell me this real quick. If he were to be the first sub option, could he be the first sub option at Chelsea? Or is he not? Is he not that good yet?
Yes, absolutely. He'd be first sub option at Chelsea. depending on where you want to put him. But yes, if he was at Chelsea, he's getting significant minutes. Is the point now?
Arsenal.
Same with Arsenal. Yes.
Okay.
Not saying he starts, but significant minutes. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Whether you want to play him as an 8, you want to play him as a 10. That's not me saying he's better than. Obviously, I'm not saying he's better than a Palmer. He's better than a Caicedo or things like that. My point is significant minutes.
All right, I hear it.
And can he match up against Andre Santos? Yes.
Okay.
Can he match up against the Norgard or whoever else?
I'm not mad at that.
So in regards to it, that's where my issue lies. But they could have eliminated. The reason why me and you having this conversation in December right now is because of the Ineos. Maino should not be a topic of conversation, but he is because of your just straight. Do I call it negligence? Is it ignorance? Is it? Yeah, just your sheer just disregard. Like, all right, we're just going to move this to the side and hope it doesn't become a problem.
You know what's funny though, Flawless? Like all this disarray, United all messed up, arguments, Manu not playing. Y'all are 5th in the standings.
Yeah, absolutely. We're there by default.
Oh, wait, 6.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, 5th or 6th.
Absolutely.
So, what do you mean absolutely?
You know what that is? That's results-based analysis that I don't do.
No, I'm just saying, as poor as it's been, as much as you guys are stressed out and hating this United, right? Not wanting to watch games, you guys are 6th in the standing. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I think we are 6th. So imagine what we could be if we was competent.
You guys are 1 point off top 4.
Yeah. So imagine what we could be if we was competent. I think the majority of the issue with Maino is contract demands. Let's see what this is. I believe, what's this? So what do you think it is? I think it's more complex than that. I have a theory. I believe the majority of the issue with Maino is contract demands. So in regards to what team then? So what's the issue? So he's not playing because he wants too much money.
He's trying to get more money.
No, he's saying it's the contract demand, so it can only be a money thing. So I'm asking, who was it that said it? I'm asking Tim in the chat to like hit me with his theory. What's the theory?
I'm not too sure about that, but I do want to see him play. This is the thing. I do want to see him play, and it'd be interesting because y'all are only playing. Y'all are still in the FA Cup though.
Yes.
You guys are still in the FA Cup.
Yes, because the draws just happened, mate.
True. So when we get into Jan, we'll see the having to balance. Where would he go? I don't know where he goes, but he's
been linked with I think is it Napoli. That's the team he's been linked with. There's a few others. Napoli has been linked with.
Yeah, they've no KDB over there right now. Napoli.
But yeah, the point is that. But yeah, Tim, let me know in regards to what it is, because I think people. That's why I want to hear his theory, because I think people put too much. People just don't give word to see the God. People give people the credit they deserve for being stupid. Our ownership's just not very bright, and people tried to do all this with Ten Hag. That's the craziest part. And people tried to do this with previous players we've had, as in regards to why certain players are playing, why are managers doing certain things, etc.
I don't like how good you guys are right now.
People are just not very good. We're not good though.
No, I don't like this. I want you worse than this. I don't like that you guys are 6th. I don't like that.
Oh, I thought you want what's best for Manchester. Us being there with you lot in the top 4 is best for Manchester, right?
Yeah, it's best for Manchester, but not
now.
Right,
cool. That's what you want. You want what's
best
for
I want that, but not right now. Not right now.
Because,
because I don't want it. I don't want it again. Flawless. I'm with you, man. I'm Amarin out. I don't want you guys this close with Amarin. I think it's counterproductive. Yeah. If you guys were lower, if you guys were like 9th, 10th, around those places, we're on the same mission getting Amarin out. Right now, it's kind of like, this is what I'm saying. I don't like that you guys are this.
You know what it is? We might be same mission, but like we got different, objectives. Like you're a Marvel head. Like in Winter Soldier, the first team, and Cap's doing one thing and Black Widow's doing something else. That's me and you right there. It's me and you. We got different objectives. That's what that is, yo. You know what I'm talking about?
We got this. No, listen.
And he walks through the door and he goes, "That's not the mission objective." And she says to him, "Yeah, that's not your mission objective." We might be on the same mission, same team, but different objectives. This joke, man.
I want Amarin out just like you. I just happen to think that you guys being poor, you guys flirting around top 4. That is not good,
There lies the
Flawless.
problem. Yeah, because they do results-based analysis, which is the problem. My ownership look at it that way. I actually agree. As much as you're being an idiot about it and being an asshole
I'm being an
about it,
idiot about it.
that it is you running bants and jokes about it. I think the board look at it like that.
But how could you not?
Looks at me. No, because you're not supposed to look at it.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because again, I don't know what the split is over at United. We've talked about the fan base split before. If there's any portion of the fan base that do have confidence in Amrin, that are saying like, hey, give him some time, he'll turn this around. If you sack this guy 1 point off fourth, right? If you sack him that close, because let me pull this up, because I meant to look it up. All right. So you guys have 25 points. Crystal Palace have 26. You guys are 1 point off fourth. If you guys were to sack this manager now, no, it's another.
Okay,
this board doesn't know what.
All right, so let's say hypothetically we lose to Bournemouth, and on the weekend, and then we're 4 points from top four. Do you think that's the wrong thing to do in regards to sacking him, being 4 points off top four?
4 points off top four, losing.
Yeah, let's say next week when we do the show, we lost to Bournemouth, results go against us. We lose to Bournemouth over results, and we're sat. Let's say it's 8th, 9th, 10th, and we're 10th, and we're 4 points off top four. Do you think it's then? Do you still have that same argument now? If we're 4 points off,
if you're 4 points off, it would depend on how you lose. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right, let's say we lose to Bournemouth. Let's say it's how we've lost most of our other games. Bournemouth are just the better side, and they run us off the pitch, and we lose the game 2-0. How we've lost whatever. Let's say it's just a loss. It's not devastating loss.
Yeah.
It's not absolutely atrocious, but it's typical. You know what? I'd hit you with this one. It's typical Manchester United loss. And we're 4 points off.
I would say, because of your run and this being your loss, it would be harsh, but I would also get it because it depends on how you play. Because if it's the players not
all right, let's say
playing,
we play how we've been playing, which is just the complete.
Then I don't think you sack him. I don't think.
I'm not asking whether you think we sack him or not. I'm asking your opinion on it, because you just said he's 1 point off top four. Sacking him now is ludicrous. So I'm saying if next week we're 4 points from top four, is it ludicrous still to sack him?
I think
in your
so.
opinion.
Yeah, I don't think you react after one loss. I don't think you react after one loss. Okay, here's the craziest part.
You know how many points off Ten Hag was off top four when they sacked him?
How many points?
4.
Yeah, but didn't he have a bad run to be like that? This guy.
So what is this run? This run's bad.
Hold on. This run right now, you got a win, a draw, and a win. You had a loss and a draw.
This run has been terrible. We don't have.
You just had you got a win, a draw, and a win, Flawless.
We won 2 and 6.
Okay, but you've won. You've won 2 and 3. You've won 2 and 3, or you have one loss in 5.
And the United fans, this is how the board look at it as well.
But like, this is what I'm saying, though. But this is what I'm saying. It's 1 loss in 5. So
all right, man, cool. All right, okay.
I think, but Flawless, this is why when you were in disagreement with me, you guys need to be worse than this. This is what I'm saying. You guys need to be.
No. Here the thing is, that will happen. I don't worry about that. That's gonna happen.
Okay. So
like this run we've got coming, we got Bournemouth, Villa, Newcastle. Granted, we'll beat Wolves. Then we got Burnley away, Leeds away, Arsenal. Then your mob. All right, you lot just wait. You know what I'm saying in that? You lot just wait. 100%. Let me get to it, Tim. I did start your comments. So you said, shit, I missed the first one. 1 second. Bear with me, Tim. I genuinely believe that. I don't think Amorim is dumb. He knows his quality, and the club want him to keep him as long as he falls in line. Whereas he's performing better than most, but Ineos are changing the structure to eliminate player. I think he's not been given responsibility, so he doesn't have much contract leverage in negotiation. So what we're saying is, this is why, let's say hypothetically, Tim, even though I disagree with this, yeah, no stress. Even though I disagree with this, let's say hypothetically this is correct. So you're telling me the board, they've said to the manager, this player is extremely talented, but we don't want you to play him because then he'll ask for too much in regards to his contract, which is then affects the team negatively because then you're not using this talented player and why we struggled so much. And did the board not want what's best for Manchester United in that sense? Because not wanting to play one of your better players because you don't want to give him a big contract is just stupidity. And then second, you have a manager that's complying with that. So we have a manager This is Tim's theory right here. We have a manager that's saying, all right, I'll agree with the board not to play this player who can help us win football matches because you don't want to give him a big... That's an issue within itself. If the board and the manager have agreed to this, that's a problem within itself. And that's why, no, Amorim just don't want to play him. In my opinion, Amorim just don't want to play him. In summary, he knows how good he is. The manager knows how good he is, but the club don't want to pay the reported demands he has for his age and minutes. So he'll leave them. So you're gonna lose a quality asset then. How does that help? So lose in this instance, if you don't pay Maino what he wants, you're going to lose a quality asset. All right. Bet. Make that make sense. Losing Maino on a free makes sense. And they're not even utilizing him and using him as a player before he potentially leaves. Because he could have helped Manchester United this season. And this is how bad the board is, people, that we start talking about conspiracy theories like this. And I ain't a shot at Tim's conspiracy theory. It's just that they're stupid. People can't believe they're that stupidity. Tim said it in a comment. I don't believe Amorim is that dumb. I disagree. I think he is that stupid. I think our board's that stupid too. Not in regards to the theory. I'm talking about the running of the football club. And I've been saying this. And I don't think it's personal. I don't think it's personal, Sully. I just think the manager don't rate him. I don't think it's anything to do with Ineos. I don't think it's anything to do with his contract. I don't think it's anything to do with the board or the hierarchy. I think Amorim doesn't rate Maino. Same way Ten Hag didn't rate Ahmad. Certain managers don't rate certain players, and I think people look too much into it. That's all it is. I'm not saying I agree with it, just saying it's a theory, and that's the point I'm making, Tim. There's stupid. There's so many bad decisions going on that we have to come up with theories. Nowhere else does this happen in the Premier League. There's nowhere else in the Premier League that these things happen. Everyone can clear as day see Maino is a talented player. General consensus is he's a talented player. General consensus is he can help us win matches. And the manager doesn't want to play him. Why? Because the manager don't rate him. A manager who wins one game per month. Premier League game, a manager who has a 30% win rate at Manchester United, a manager who contributed to Manchester United finishing 15th. It's not about rating, it's no games to rotate, and other than that, holding the ball a little better, he doesn't change us in that pivot, sub, or start. It's not about rotating, he should be starting matches. If Mason Mount is starting football matches, Maino should be starting football matches. Mason Mount is not a better footballer in any way, shape, or form than Maino. He runs around more. That is it. That's the only thing Mason Mount does better than Maino. He runs around more, he's more mobile, and he has more energy. Nothing else. And Mount starts regularly. That in there lies the problem. There's nothing. Then you would have to drop Cunha or Mount. What would fans say to that? Drop Mount. That's what I would say to that. Drop Mount. What are we talking about here? Drop Mason Mount. What is going on? What is the conversation being had here? Mason Mount. Drop him. Cunha's been injured at points too. What are we doing? To be fair, Mount has been decent. Arguably, no, Mount's not been decent. The bar's just on the floor for him. Mount's been decent where? I can see people talking about Mount's form. Outside of Wolves, when else has he played well? Tell me that, Tim. What game? People keep talking about Mount's form or Mount's been this. What game? The bar's just terrible for him because he don't get goals or assists. So when he does, people are like, yeah. And people will look at Palace. What are we doing here? IDK, I don't hate any player. Clarify that. Okay, so he was good against Sunderland. And when did we played Sunderland? When? We played, it's now the 11th of December, 2025. Maybe it's the 10th of December. We played Sunderland the 4th of October. So you've had to go back almost 2 months. October, November, December. You've had to go back 2 and a bit months to say the last time this guy played well. Tell me, people, when else has he played well? I'm not even going to dispute the answers. I just want to hear this. So man said Sunderland, 4th of October. I think he played well against Wolves. When else has he played well this season? Yeah, 4th of October, I just checked, Steve. I'm trying to clarify. I'm not taking no sides. I would take Cunha out at the moment. Again, of course, going to give him time too. It's not about taking sides. I'm just talking on the Mano situation and the fact Mano should be given game time. You don't think he plays well? Unky presses well as a 10. Exactly that, nephew. When I look at Manchester United signing attacking players, I think off the ball. So I want my 10s, all my favorite 10s in the past, all my favorite attacking players press well, like Zidane and Kaká and Ronaldinho. Immense. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of those players, is how well they pressed and what they did off the ball. Right. Tell me, I want to know, IDK, who said that? When has Mount played well? Let's dispute this. Let's dispute this. Let's have the actual conversation surrounding it. Anyone with 3 wins would have a chance for Europe. Absolutely. And I think you asked me before, Sam, do I think Manchester, it might not have been you. Someone asked me, do I think Manchester United finish in a European spot? No, absolutely not. No. If your board wanted to sack him, would have happened in the international break flawless. I think they will sack him though eventually. I say just give it time. Just give it time. That's all you gotta do. Big up T.Guno says agenda for British players like Mount / Gallagher. Big up for the super chat as well every single time, T. Granted, Mano is British, but like, what are we talking about here? Say stuff now. I'm getting no answers from the chat, Eli. People got to stop. We've seen one game he played well, and all of a sudden it's Mount's been decent this season. No, he hasn't been. Granted, the other attack, nobody's played well for us in attack. I don't think any of our attackers have been good overall this season. But we're not talking about the rest of the attackers. We're talking specifically about Mason Mount. Let's stop. Let's cut the bullshit. When has this man played well? Granted, I don't think Cunha's played well at season overall. I don't think Cunha and Bremo, Ahmad, Sesko, Xerxes, none of them. None of them. Which falls back to the manager. Because none of our attackers play well. I don't think anyone this season has played well. Lemens, that's it. Lemens is the only player I'd probably give a 7 out of 10. Everyone else, if I did a season rating right now, is getting a 6 at max. At max. Scratch that, 5 at max. Lemens would get a 7. That's it. And I rate our players that I think they're better than 5s. Yeah, master of revisionism. Talking about Mount's form. Because he had a good game against Wolves. Granted, he played well against Wolves. He did. It's Wolves. That Wolves performance, that Wolves team put in is worse than my performance on that same pitch a couple of years ago. Shout out to Monts, big up, Big Six Man. Go watch it. I got bypassed in the midfield in that game too at points. I could do what that Wolves team did. Xerxes played well when he's come on. Here the thing is though, Eli, he's just not played enough. That's my problem. Man's had 2 starts. So this ties back to the manager. I can't say he's done well. This is like, you don't even get game time. 2 starts out of 14 matches. How can I fairly judge you? How is that a fair assessment of you? Same with Mano. I can't say Mano's played well this season, but I can't say he's played bad because he had no minutes. Yeah, the men's player of the season so far, comfortably. Comfortably. Yeah, Eli, we on the same page. I can't say Mano's played well. I can't say he's played. You say, oh, what's Mano done? I can't say he's played well or played bad. No opportunity. So Mano's had no opportunity. They'll be back shortly as well, people. Mano's had no opportunity. Xerxes had limited 2 games. And people are, oh, Xerxes, this is why he's not good enough and did it there and all. I bet. And then the players that have started also haven't played well. So what does that tell you? Nobody's played well. None of our outfielders, I think, have been a 7 out of 10 or higher this season. That is a problem because, you know, we're 5th or 6th. Where are we in the table? So we're 5th and there's no standouts. Here talking about Mason flipping Mount. Crazy. What happened to the Sesko hype? People realize that this manager, again, he's another one. He ain't really had a fair opportunity. Man will play well in a game and then get dropped the next one. Or he's fit and not starting, and someone who's not a 9 is starting ahead of you. Cunha starting in the 9 or Mount's in the 9. Why? You have 2 9s. You have 2 9s in Sesko and Xerxes. Pick one. Same way the board could have picked between Amorim and Mano in the summer. You pick between one of those 2 strikers, and it's just a shit show from top to bottom. Problem is we have too many players suited to the 10 role. Even if we go to a back 4, we'd have to drop Ahmad. If Ahmad has to get dropped, so be it if it was a back 4. You have quality on your bench. Would Ahmad potentially have to get dropped? Yeah, maybe. And I'm cool with that. Because then that means he's going to try and take Mbremo's shirt. And if Mbremo's not performing well on the right wing, Ahmad takes him and then he sits on the bench. We just watched City win at Real Madrid. Look at their triple substitution. Or just 2 of them, because I don't really rate Savino. That man brought Mamouche and Reinders off the bench. You need quality in all areas. You need quality in all areas. Including the dugout with the manager, not just your bench. And we lack. So the fact that Mano can't get a game in a struggling side is horrific. He cannot get a game in a side that wins 1 Premier League game a month. We win 1 Premier League game a month under this manager. And Mano can't get a game. This manager has a 30% win rate, can't get a game. None of our attackers perform well consistently, and Mano can't get a game. None of our midfielders perform well consistently, and Mano can't get a game. All right. Okay. Make it make sense, yo. Nah, flawlessly reviews Cunha as a 9 when he's clearly a 10. You've seen him ball out in the same system for Wolves for years, and now man puts him as a 9. It's clearly a 10. But he misprofiles everyone. Bruno's not a pivot player. As much as I criticize Bruno, Bruno is not a pivot player. Ahmad is not a wing back. Dalot is not a wing back. Dogu's not a wing back. Casemiro's not a pivot player in the system. Cunha's not a 9. Mount's not a 9. And Bremo's not a 9. Heaven's not a central centre back. Mazzarari's not a right wing back. Look at the players I've just named off, and there's more. So how many players is he going to continue to play out of position? And then all that, Mano still can't get a game. What are we doing? The fuck are we doing? What are we doing? With Sesko out, our only option is false 9s, Cunha, Xerxes, Bruno, or Mount. Cunha's not a false 9. Bruno could play there, but he don't. So the 2 options, the 2 false 9s, Sully. The 2 actual players who could play false 9 in Xerxes and Bruno, he don't play. Mount's not a false 9 or a 9. Cunha's not a 9. Xerxes the 9. Play Xerxes. You have 2 9s in the team. Xerxes, Sesko. Play one of them. Cunha's not a 9. Mount is not a 9. Never have been. Never in their careers have either of those 2 been 9s. We didn't sign either of those 2 to play as 9s. So why are you now playing them as a 9 at Manchester United? So the 2 players you've mentioned who can actually play 9s, he don't pick as 9s. Make that make sense. Because Bruno's more suited to being a 9 than he is a pivot player. Because he's a final third player. Play Bruno in the 9. And play Cunha in the 10. And then whoever else is the other 10. Or you play Xerxes as a 9. No, I'm agreeing with you. Oh, wait, I'm not saying they are false 9s. I'm saying that's how we use them. The issue is none of them get in the box. Never said they were 9s. I'm saying it's the only options we have. But he don't use, but Sully, I'm agreeing with you in regards to he doesn't use the correct options there. If he played Bruno as a 9, I'm cooler with that than Mount or Cunha as 9s. Because Bruno would get in the box. You know why? Because he's a final third player. How many goals has Bruno scored in the box for Manchester United? I bet the vast majority of his, but that's most people, he's a final third player. So play him in the 9 if you don't have any 9 options. Granted, you do with Xerxes. What are we talking about here? Cunha's not a 9 and Mount's not a 9. You play Xerxes there. And the thing is, if you then play Cunha and Bremo was 10s, you know what they could do very well? Get into the box. Because they both have scored goals. They've both scored goals for their previous clubs being in the box. And yeah, Bruno's a box crasher. But you play Cunha, who's not a 9, and Mount, who's not a 9, in the 9. Play Xerxes. Play Bruno. All right. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't know why man's talking about the Anfield game. That's nothing to do with nothing. I disagree with this, Flawless. I don't know if you mentioned this, but I noticed that Bruno Fernandes and Cunha can't be in the same team. Not going to lie. I think they'd be fine in the same team. If we played 4-2-3-1 and Bruno was in the 10 and Cunha was playing on the left, it wouldn't be a problem. But it would not be a problem whatsoever. But because it is manager, that's why it's a problem. Because I don't even think it's the formation. I think it's him, how he implements it is the problem. That's a whole different conversation. He chose to keep Bruno. He chose to keep Bruno when the club signed Cunha. Figure it out. You knew you was going to have both of these players. Because of his negligence in regards to setting up the team, ridiculous. Bruno was a 10 and Cunha for playing left wing works. Comfy. But hey, we move. We move. Yeah, if man just chatting rubbish in the chat, we'll get blocked in a bit. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Oh, big up Hassam for the raid as well, man. Shout out to my guy Hassam. Big up everyone joining over from the raid. It is the United City show. Vader will be back here shortly. Run up the likes, though. Hit the subscribe button. Run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button. Tactical Devils, my guy. Hope you're blessed, man. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're good. They occupy the same spaces and get in each other's way. They're also two ball-dominant players. They can't work. Look at Germany with Wirtz and Musiala. Eventually, Wirtz got dropped. If you can't get Wirtz and Musiala to work in the same team, that's a manager problem. If you have Wirtz and Musiala and can't get it to work, that's a problem. In regards to there being two ball-dominant players, who chose to keep Bruno? The board, the manager, chose to keep Bruno. The board and the manager also chose to sign Cunha. Cunha is a big money signing. Bruno's your captain and your highest paid player. They're both going to play. Figure it out. And if we're saying it can't work, even though let's say it can't work then, so IDK, this falls on the board and the manager then. Not on Bruno and Cunha. If you're saying Bruno, even though let's say I agree with you, even though I don't, Bruno and Cunha can't play on the same side. That's on the manager then. That's on the board then. So we crash it on them. Because they put two players together that can't play together, is what you're telling me. And it wasn't like they've changed their games drastically. We knew they was both going to be here and both was going to be in the 11. Xerxes, Bruno, Mount, and Cunha want to occupy same positions on the pitch naturally. Yeah, because they're all attacking 10s. Bruno's kind of different. So don't play them all then. How about that? Don't play them all. That's the key. If Xerxes, Bruno, Mount, and Cunha want to occupy the same positions naturally, don't play all four of them together. Don't play three of them together. Because you knew you was going to have these players. Manage, instruct them, like Steve said, instruct them to go to different spaces. Tactical setup. No, Bruno, you're not doing this. No, Cunha, you're not doing this. Mount, no, you're not doing this. Xerxes, you're not doing this. You're doing this, Bruno. You're doing this, Xerxes. You're doing this, Mount. You're doing this, Cunha. Instructions, tactical instructions, setup, system. Figure it out. But here we are. I don't rate this manager, but one of them have to get dropped eventually. It's a board problem. Is the manager going to drop one of them, though? He's not dropping Cunha and he's not dropping Bruno. He's going to play them both out of position, ironically. Because they'll play Bruno in the pivot and Cunha in the 9. Bruno's not a pivot player. Cunha's not a 9. But all right, man. But Maino does his best work in the same left attacking midfield position. What's your point, Sully? I'm now lost. What's your point? What's your point? I'm lost now. So you're gonna have to clarify because I don't know what your argument is anymore. Completely lost. I have no idea. I could send you the average position from last season. Cunha and Bruno, they occupied the same left-hand space. So in a back three, so this is why it lies on the manager. Player, one of my pivot players and my 10 are occupying the same spaces. Someone's doing something wrong. So either my pivot player is too high or my 10 is dropping too deep. My pivot player, one of my pivot players in a back three system, so one of my 2 central midfielders and my left-sided 10 should not be occupying the same space. If I am playing pro clubs and I'm in the pivot, because I play as a pivot player sometimes, and my nephew's in the chat and he's playing left 10. If I'm in his space, he's going to tell me, what are you doing in my space? If he's dropping too deep and he's where I'm in midfield, I am going to tell him, you need to move up the pitch. This is pro clubs. This is on a PS5 or an Xbox One or whatever console you play on. This is basic instructions. So if Bruno and Cunha are getting in each other's way, that falls on the manager. That falls on him. It shouldn't be a problem because you knew these 2 players were a problem. That's the point that I'm making. Everyone's saying, bring this guy on, do this. All our players are the same, and I agree. Our board and Amorim are responsible. Again, trying to clarify why we're all repeating all this main. But also, we're getting back to this. No, because Mount shouldn't be. One, we shouldn't be playing this. The manager shouldn't be here, number one. So I clarify it to you that, number one, this manager shouldn't be here, number one. Number 2, we shouldn't be playing this formation. That's where my issue lies. Number 3, Mount should be not getting this amount of game time. And number 4, Bruno should not be here. So because of those 4 shocking decisions, 4 shocking decisions that we've made is why we are where we are now. That's where my issue lies in regards to the Mano scenario. 1, this manager shouldn't be here. 2, we shouldn't be playing this formation with this system, which ties into the manager. 3, Bruno should have been sold. And 4, Mount should not be getting game time and should have been let go as well because he's not good enough. Nor can he stay fit. That's why. So that's where it is in regards to the Mano situation. Mano should either be starting or be first off the bench. Let's eliminate the manager going and we keep the manager and the system stays the same. We still should have sold Bruno, and Mount should not be getting this amount of game time. Should Mano be the starting left 10? No. He should be the backup. To answer your question, Sully, Cunha should be our starting left 10 and Mano should be his backup. Bruno should not be in the equation. Mount should not be in the equation because we should have sold Bruno in the summer. The club and the club and the manager messed up on that one, and Mount should not be seeing pitch at all. Mount should be getting the Mano treatment. It should be Cunha as the starting left 10, Mano as the backup left 10. And then on the flip side, when Mbremo's not in, I'll go one further. When Mbremo's not starting, Mano should be the starting right 10. So overall, he should be our backup 10 to those 2 because I don't think he's better than Cunha or better than Mbremo. However, when one of those 2 is having a poor game or one of those 2 is injured, Mano should be there. So if Cunha is injured, Mano starts. If Mbremo's injured, Mano starts. If Cunha is having a poor game, Mano comes on. If Mbremo's having a poor game, Mano comes on. Does that clear that up for you? You could have just asked this at the start rather than just go around the houses and back where we got there. So that's how we should get minutes. It's exactly how we should. Mason Mount should not be starting ahead of Mano. He shouldn't be starting ahead of him, and he shouldn't be coming off the bench before him. In no way, shape, or form whatsoever. He does nothing better than him apart from run around and be energetic. There's nothing on the ball. We're talking attacking players. There's nothing on the ball Mount does better than Mano. And then in regards to the Bruno scenario, we should have sold him. Should have sold him. The Bruno experiment or the Bruno journey has ran its course. So I hope that answers the question. You don't got any further questions? Right? Exactly. Imagine you see me in the left-sided 10 playing DM. Yo, well, you be like, Unc, what you doing? Why are you here? I don't rate this manager, bro, but that's just where they naturally end up. I don't think that's a managerial thing necessarily. It's a managerial thing, IDK, because he chose to keep Bruno, or was a part of the reason we kept Bruno and signed Cunha. So unless you're saying he has no power in Bruno staying and Cunha coming in, which means you should leave anyway, because then you're having no say-so, which we all know is not the case, because he came out and said what he said about Bruno. We know he has input in regards to transfers. So therefore, you sign these two players. So now you're telling me he can't coach them. So that means you're an idiot then in regards to building a team. If there are two players who end up there naturally, this falls back to the manager. This falls back to the ownership. Because you knew them two was going to be here. And you knew they were both going to start. Yeah. I agree with Maino getting a chance over Cunha. So we're saying Maino is for the forward positions then. Yes, I've done said Maino final third. Now, if you want to play him in the pivot, not really ideal with the way the manager plays, but then nothing's ideal. But he should be getting game time is the point that I'm making. He should be the backup. He should be the first back, but he's clearly, and in the youth system, he was a forward player. I don't know what there is. I don't know why there's defense of this. I don't know what I'm saying. That's great. He should be on ahead of Mount. Yes. Without doubt. Who none of us rate Mount. Actually, yeah, he's in good form. He signed up to be a head coach, first head coach in our history. I don't think he has that much power, not going to lie, mainly a board failure. So you think the board have brought him? So, all right, so let me ask you, IDK. You think the board have said to him, we're bringing in Cunha, and he said no? Is this what you're telling me? This is what you're telling me. He said, so Amorim said, nah, I don't want Cunha because him and Bruno occupy the same spaces and can't play in the same side. And the board signed him anyway. Is this what you think happened, IDK? And Akel, I see you, man. I get to your, I get to your comments. I see you. And I do watch the Paul Scholes Nicky Butt podcast. It's fantastic. Podcast is fantastic. It's brilliant. With Paddy McGuinness, yeah, it's A1. It's A1. Again, you lot, I get to the better questions. If you want to make sure I get to your questions, super chat people. That's one surefire way to make sure I get to it. Link is in the pinned comment for the membership as well. Please make sure you've run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to Vader Games TV as well. They are just handling some family business. That's all. How many likes we on? Yo, we're only at 48 likes. What we doing? We're only at 48 likes. Get us up to 70 likes, people. Get us up to 70 likes. Nah, I meant bringing in Cunha and keeping Bruno. I thought he would have. So IDK, who's at fault then? That's what I want to know. You're telling me he doesn't have much power. Do you believe that Amorim brought in Cunha, yes or no? Because he knew he was on the way. What do you think happened? Did he bring him in, yes or no? Hey, Aiko, big up. Nah, because I see you here and you support, and I like the questions you asked, so I just wanted to let you know that, I see your comments, that's all. That's all. So because you telling me he don't have that much power. So did he have power in the Cunha signing, in your opinion? Because I disagree with it, but let's go along with the theory. I'm trying to get in your thought process of thinking. So you're telling me you don't have that much power. So did he sign Cunha or did he agree with the Cunha deal or not? Let me know. Oh, Sully, I know he didn't say no to Cunha, but I want to get into IDK's idea, thought process. I'm trying to see where he's at in regards to the thought process, because he's saying Cunha and Bruno can't play together. So who's building the team then? All right, so mainly the board, LOL, obviously Amorim has some power, but he can still get overruled. Look at the Sesco signing for reference. So you're saying he's a yes man then? That's what you're saying. He's willing to go along with decisions that he don't like. That's what you're telling me here. Therefore, I don't want him at the club for that sense then, and you shouldn't want him either. In your thought process of thinking, you're saying this manager is a yes man and will go along with decisions he's against. So he's a yes man. All right, so I don't want to see any defense of him from you then, because you're saying he's a yes man. Cool. Oh, yeah, we know he's the reason Bruno never got sold, which was crazy. I put that on him and the board, to be honest. Put that on him on the board. Let's see what else you lot say. And someone asked, would I take the Zerbi? No, I wouldn't take the Zerbi. Nah. Flawless off, bad off topic. But that's a question for the Q&A, Rexy. I think they can play together, but they're the same type of character. I think most players can play together. I think most players can. I think if you're two talented individuals, you can make it work. And this manager knew these two players were going to be here. So that's why I'm not hearing about, they get in each other's way. Well, that's a you thing. You knew he was on here. Unless you're telling me he's a yes man, which in the sense of I don't want him here then. Because players are being signed against his wishes. And if players are being signed against his wishes, that in there lies the problem. I don't believe he was particularly keen on Sesko. I do agree with IDK on that. So leave then. That also lies in there lies the problem, which also lies back to the ownership. What is the conversation sitting down? Why are you so far apart with the manager's ideas and the club's ideas? Which is why we have the shit show we do have on the field. It's like people don't realize this until I sit here and start talking about it, and it's like, oh shit, it's that bad. Yes, it's that bad. Do I think Bruno's time ends with other managers? Not sure. Oh yeah, 100% we know Sesko wasn't his first choice. So that in there lies a problem myself. I have a problem with the manager because of that. I have a problem with the board because of that. It's both. I have an issue with both for that reason. Add to that. Big up, make sure you lot subscribe to Tactical Devils TV as well. Why the managers always ended up using the 3-1-6 shape attack when Bruno is in the team? Ten Hag did it, Amorim is doing it, and even Martinez uses it for Portugal. Because they're three managers who are just not very good, in my opinion. That's why. 3-1-6 is not the way going forward. They're just managers. Ten Hag's an awful manager. Amorim's an awful manager. Martinez is an awful manager. That's where I think it stems from. Simple as that. And everything stems back to all the conversation we've just been having here in the last however long, 20, 30 minutes. All stems back to the ownership and stems back to the manager and just not being good enough. Yeah, it's terrible. It really is. I'd be curious to see if Maino plays at all when Ahmad and Bremo are AFCON. We'll see. We'll see. Well, yeah, like I said, he should be getting meaningful minutes. And I can't believe I have to break that down as to how he's going to get meaningful minutes. Oh, well, Bruno's there and Mount's there. No, Mount shouldn't be playing ahead of him. Bruno shouldn't still be at the club. But hey. I watched that Wolves game. I think they're the worst team Prem ever. They made us look half decent. Yeah, they're awful. They're dreadful. They are absolutely dreadful. They're awful. They really are. It says, I spoke on this earlier. Says, what do you think the argument with Ratcliffe and Wilcox was about? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. I really, I don't know. I don't. I don't. Who knows, man? Who knows? When do you think they sack him? Flawless? Let me actually pull up our fixtures. Bournemouth, Villa, Newcastle, Wolves, Leeds, Burnley, Brighton, City, Arsenal. Yeah, probably the end, probably the end of January, start of February. Because that is a villainous run. Bournemouth at home is peak. Villa away, peak. Newcastle at home, peak. Wolves at home will beat. Leeds away will be a struggle because they'll be bang up for that shit. Burnley away by no means will be easy, but let's say we get a dub. Brighton at home, FA Cup. Yeah, we beat them earlier on, but Brighton do have a great record. City at home, peak. Arsenal away, peak. We win max. We win max 2 games there. Max. We win 2 games. I think we max, which is on brand for us. I think max we win 2 games out of the till February. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's 9. Yeah, I think we win max 2 out of 9. 2 out of 8 exclude the FA Cup. That's what I would say. Fun fact, lads, beat 71% win rate in the league when Mason Mount starts compared to a 25% win rate when he doesn't start. Hey, so you know what that means, yo? Give him everything, man. When Bruno leaves, give him, but he's got the 7 shirt, give him captaincy and give him $350K a week. I hear you, IDK. I hear it. Funnily enough, Bruno was at his best in the Ollie when he played in a double pivot behind him and had 5 or 6 players forming the rest defensive structure behind the ball. Hey, who would have thought Tactical Devils? And you'll know this because you cover the tactical side of things more than me. Play an attacking 10 as a 10 with defensive structure around him, and you're going to get better from him. Play a final third player and a final action player in the final third where he can do final action things. You would have thought. You would have thought. Yo, chat, yes, let's get us up to triple digits. What we doing, man? Vader will be back shortly, people. But what we doing? Get us up to triple digits. And run up the likes. We have recently hit 16K here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube as well. So big up everyone supporting. It is now road to 17K subscribers. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel, because that's where non-Manchester United watch-alongs go down. So, for instance, the Manchester City Real Madrid game today, for example, the game on Tuesday, Inter Milan, Liverpool, the weekend's Premier League games because United don't play till Monday, NBA games, the Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul fight, all on the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel. So go run up the likes on there, people. Go run up the likes. All right. There we are. Hold up. Where we at? He's got a point. He looked great in hindsight, but I did see this. I did see this, AC. I did see this. Says Paul Scholes said we never played that formation and never worked. Why we hired him? Ineos are shocking flawless. I hear it, man. I hear it. Let's see what else. Hey, it's crazy. Tactical Devils is crazy. You would have thought that playing a final action player in the final third will help get the best out of him, performing final actions in the final third of the football pitch. What are we doing out here? What are we doing? I said it's time. I said, not yet, it's not time for the clip, but big up everyone that knows about 16 out of 10. Spilled some water on myself as well, but big up everyone who knows about 16 out of 10. You already know. You know what time it is. But yeah, let's get us up to 100 likes. That's what we doing there. We're only at, 55. We even had any new subscribers. Let's see. How many new subs we had? All right, man. Get us to 16,010. That's what I'm asking for. 7 more subs. And there will be a 16K subscriber party on the channel as well. About that. You already know, man. Generational. Definitely going to bring back the merch. Not just 16 out of 10 merch. Sarcasm City TV merch in 2026. Of course, you lot get a Christmas Day special, Christmas Eve special, as well as New Year's Eve as well. I'll run a New Year's Eve till New Year's Day live stream as well. So you lot got Christmas Eve, we can spend there together. Christmas Day, we'll do some streams. And then obviously New Year's Eve as well. Yeah, man. Sarcasm City TV Extra. Let's see what else you lot are saying. If the board failed to build the new stadium, they will have sold the club surely. We should pray for that. I don't think the board selling the club is on the new stadium. I just think it's literally a money thing. If someone said right now, so I don't know, someone from the Middle East said, here's 10 billion, I think they're selling. I think the Glazers have a very high price for Manchester United. That's all it is. I think if someone paid 10 billion or something, like whatever United's worth, if someone put down double, I think they would sell. I think they would. But someone's got to be willing to put down that amount of money. It's a lot. It's a lot. What lineup you actually think he goes with when AFCON starts? Nephew asked me that when it comes closer to the time. I'm not even thought that far ahead. But it depends on who's injured. It'll probably be Xerxes. You probably go, I don't know, Xerxes, Bruno, Mount. That'll probably be it. And then he plays Agate next to Cass. Or maybe, I don't know, he plays Mano in the pivot and puts Bruno up there. Who knows with this guy? I said, wait, I just see in the schedule no Villa Europa League watching. I ain't trying to watch Europa League. Last stages. Who you lot even playing? I'm watching that, nephew. Let's see. I like watching Villa, yes, but your opponents, no. Who you lot got? Yeah, I ain't trying to watch you lot versus Basel. Yeah, I'm good on that. But last stages, I'll probably do some watch-alongs. Is it the 8th? No, is it the 18th? When does AFCON start? Shit, AFCON's pretty soon. Yeah, I think it is. Hey, to AC, it's just so I don't butcher your name. Yes, my plan is I do want to go New York. I'm not going to lie. I do. I'm going to be out stateside for the World Cup, but that'll be the West Coast. But I definitely want to go to the East Coast. 100%. Definitely want to go to New York. So I'm going to be in LA, World Cup settings, but then definitely 110% trip to the East Coast is on the cards, amongst other things as well. Many places I need to be getting to. And now the channel's up and running at a certain point. I can start putting them things into motion from 2026 as well. Definitely international tournaments. Because where's the next world? Do any of you lot know? It saves me having to Google it. Where's the next 2 World Cups supposed to be held? So 2030 and then 2034. Ain't one of them across like 3 continents or something like that? Like, they just complicating simple matters. Should be in like, if it's not a host nation, or if it's not one host nation, it should be a host nation and then ones that are close by. Like the Euros, for instance, is in England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. That makes sense. Or they trying to put it over different continents. Imagine the Euros was in England, and then in Spain, and then in France, even though like further up, far apart countries. But imagine a World Cup, and like one was in England, they had one in South Africa, they had like games in South Africa, games in, I don't know, South Korea. It's like, yo, what kind of shoppiness is this? I don't know what they on. 2030 Saudi, 2034, you don't, okay, fast. I think 24, let me check this. Let's see. 2034. Let me see. Yeah, so the saying Saudi's 2034. So who's 2030? Is that like Morocco and Spain and shit? Yeah, 2034 Saudi. So 2030 is hosted by Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. It will be the first across the Mediterranean Sea. So yeah, it's across 3 countries. Portugal, Spain, I get it. I suppose Morocco ain't far, but it's like, yo, just keep it to 2. That'd be lit though. Can't lie. That will be lit. But here, look, the 2030 FIFA World Cup will be hosted by Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, with 3 opening matches held in Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay. To celebrate the tournaments being eyes because it's 100 years, they make it a 6-nation free continent event. The tournament will kick off in South America before moving to Europe and Africa for the main matches, with automatic qualification for all 6 host nations. All right. Hey, big up Vader in the building. Yes, Vader, what are you telling me?
Yo, man. Yo, been listening.
I know you got thoughts. What's yours? All good, fam. No stress. You lot, are we at 100 likes? Have you subscribed to Vader Games TV? The link's in the title. Subscribe to Vader's channel. Again, you lot get any questions in, just keep it Manchester United or Manchester City related. I got a Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition tomorrow, so you lot can ask all the questions about everything else. So everything else you lot got questions for in regards to outside of Manchester United and even outside the Premier League, feel free to. So yeah, and yeah, saying I could see that happen. Apart from
apologies.
Oh, good, fam. No worries, man. You got family stuff to do. What are you telling me?
Listen, I've been chilling in the cut, just trying to win these games as I can, observe. It's gonna be a long season. I'm trying to see what the ops are doing, how the ops are talking. It's congested. You have to say, the congestion in the Prem is great to see because a team wins here or draw here, and there's so much movement. Look, Aston Villa. I'm not sure when's the last time you went through your big book of predictions, but look at where the standings are. Like, this is, I can't wait for winter break when you go to revisit the pages and see where people are at. This standings is nice. I just have to say, and everybody, thanks for being patient. A little bit of running around. When it comes down to where City are at, where Arsenal are at, and just the entire league, this is This is nice. This is nice. This is what the Prem should be, right? Like the Prem doesn't need, sorry, Flawless, but the Prem doesn't need Liverpool and United winning. You don't need that. We don't need that. This congestion of teams back and forth, who's going to win on what weekend? This is what it's all about. This should have been the vision from the beginning.
Yeah, the Prem don't need you not winning either. Dominating.
Whoa.
Don't need you dominating. Yeah, it's different when it's this lot.
No, I'm not saying. I didn't say anything about the Prem needing me to dominate. I'm not saying that.
But I'm saying they don't need that. I'm just saying. I'm just clarifying that.
But you didn't need to do that. That was unnecessary.
No, it was very necessary just to make sure no one thinks I agree with you in regards to what you're saying. But
no one's had the conversation saying that the Prem needs United. The Prem needs Liverpool.
What the Prem needs. It's about what I need.
But those have been conversations. The reason why I bring it up is because those have been conversations. The Prem need Manchester United back in their glory. The Prem needs Liverpool. No, we don't. We don't. We need these teams to all be able to try and do their best to try and compete. And when you have that, I think you get the best out of it. You mentioned early in the show about our competition or our levels against Europe. This is absolutely amazing, right? Like you just witnessed City beating Real Madrid, top of La Liga, right? You also mentioned Barcelona not looking that good, but obviously they took losses to Chelsea, and look where Chelsea are in our league. Like this is all really, really good stuff. As critical as we end up being with regards to looking at the Prem and being like, this team's trash, this team. Well, look at how they're competing versus Europe. It's a different story, right? So I think it is absolutely, and again, I'm not going to do the heavenly music or whatever, but I think it's absolutely great on how we see, or we get a better perspective of what we think isn't good Prem-wise, but what may actually be good when you look at Europe. And I know those are different competitions, different settings, but look, Liverpool, as messed up as they are, as confusing as it is, they just went up and dealt with Inter. And Inter are one of the better teams over in Serie A. Inter was a team that weren't surrendering goals, let alone losses, at their home ground in the UCL. Like, and this is everybody saying Liverpool are so trash, they're bummy. Like, this is so entertaining, so confusing. No one can predict anything. I'm enjoying it. I'm also enjoying the fact that I can sit back and a lot of fans, a lot of rivals, they take shots. And of course, I'm like Denzel. I chill in the cut. I just listen. I see what y'all saying. What are y'all doing? They want to talk about plastic club Manchester City fabricated had it not been for so and so. For clubs that are supposed to be the standard, that are supposed to be the legacy, that are supposed to be the example, Liverpool and this Mo Salah drama.
Let's go there. I know you want to talk about it. Yeah. What's your thoughts on it?
Well, this is football in 2025 is player FC. That has become so clear to me. The conversations, the debates, the being on this side of things. Say
that again. Run that back from the top. What did you just say? Say that again. What did
2025.
Yeah.
2025. It's player FC.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
So many of these fans are about the player. They're player FC. They're about the player. They're not even thinking rationally. They're not even thinking for the badge. If, and thank goodness it has not happened, because I've been hearing the example. I had just last season, I don't know if the Queen is still in the chat, just last season, we had KDB.
She left when you left. Sorry, go on.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm back. Hopefully she comes back. When it comes down to what we've seen with KDB, just with what we saw.
Confidence man just said that with his right. Clear as day.
Yo, larger of the Queen. When it comes down to what I just witnessed just last season with KDB, and we saw that, and we've seen it for a while, he wasn't able to deliver game after game like he used to, right? Even in the treble season, He had one bad tire, one bad leg. He wasn't able to even finish that last game, that last final boss versus Inter. He had to get subbed off, hamstring. But this is a player he knew he couldn't play every game. Obviously, the player ego, you want to. He believes in himself. He wants to play every time. But then there's the manager being like, nah, I'm dropping you. I'm resting you. You're getting subbed on. Da-da-da. My KDB, my midfielder GOAT, he didn't go out in no press. He didn't go out and talk down or talk bad about the manager or the club. As frustrated as he was, as much as he wanted maybe contract talks to be better, because he said, it came out later, like he wanted to be at City, but City did not give him that contract extension. And it could have created a split, but at the same time, you got to understand it's transparent. It's communication. My player didn't go out and being like, I'm not getting my way. Let me throw some things out there, and let me not even be fully. Let me not divulge everything. Let me kind of splinter it so it leads to more confusion, more speculation, more wondering. The way I've seen Liverpool fans say, I'm Team Mo or I'm Team Salah, I'm like, what?
Because I think that's more so because they want the manager out, though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're setting a precedent right now. Like they're being so short-sighted.
Yeah.
They're thinking, I want this manager out. So I'm gonna.
You're spot on, because I wouldn't be Team Mo in that instance. So you're right.
You can't be Team Mo. You can't.
I'm with you. I'm not. I do agree with you on this. I'm with you on this one.
Now, when I'm sitting back and I'm watching and I'm like, I mean, everybody's out here being like ball knowledge this, watching my understanding of football that. Well, if you have this higher than thou understanding of football, how are you saying I'm team player?
Because a lot of people, the thing is, a lot of people are player FC.
2025, it's horrible. This is why the unks, this is why the elders, we need to be talking.
It's been this way, and I've been saying about player FC.
What do you mean it's been this way? We didn't come up this way.
No. When I say not with me and you, I'm saying in regards to the newer footballing world. Like player FC has been a thing.
It has been a thing. It has been a thing.
That's why
we need the elders talking to. Listen, you youngsters, y'all need to hear this. It's not player FC. These players have limited careers. These players will do what is best for them, not necessarily the club. And it's funny on how they're Team Mo when Mo has shown his selfishness for many, many years. Many years. I don't get how they don't understand that he's now in the media for what would be best for him. Every time he's gone in the media, it's been best for him. Team Mo is comedy to me. Comedy to me. And those that want to kind of say, I side with Mo because I understand. Okay, you can understand that maybe he felt like he was being pushed out. Maybe he said promises aren't being kept or whatever. You can side with that. You can understand that. But you have to disagree with how he went about it. And you can do two things at once. You can be like, I understand Mo. I can understand he's frustrated.
I did see a lot of people say that.
Now, those people saying, I understand what Mo's going through wrong.
But it's the manner in which he did it.
The manner in which he did it. You can't be Team Mo because of the manner in which he did it. Completely wrong.
Every time as well, man.
Completely wrong.
It's a Liverpool are the champions. Show some respect.
Liverpool are the champions. Show some respect.
Let me ask you, what did you think of Carragher's comments and the whole back and forth with him and Mo Salah?
You know what?
Seen Carragher's comments.
Flawless. Listen, one lyricist, one official lyricist, and you, but one lyricist to another. All right. Let me just say this.
Go on.
If you're gonna name drop me, I'm gonna do whatever I do after that. There are no rules in how we battle this out. There's none. So Mo being like, you know what? Me talking to you, I can probably anticipate that Jamie's going to have something to say. Well, you didn't need to drop man's name. Now you drop man. What? If man doesn't say something, then what? He had to say something. He had to say something because Mo already brought him into the mix. Now, I listen to everything. I don't pick and choose. I don't take segments. I don't just take abbreviated quotes. I got time. I hate this Instagram. Instagram ain't my generation. I'm not all about, oh, let's just let this happen just really quickly. Oh, let me just get the notes. I am not the TikTok. I'm not the TikTok. I want, let me see everything. Let me actually read it. All right. So when I took a second and I sat, I was like, let me see this interview. Let me see what he had to say. The man brought up Chelsea and Egypt and all of those other things to emphasize Mo didn't win these trophies at Liverpool by himself. Mo was not Mo until he came to Liverpool. Now, yeah, he had say in what he did at Liverpool. Liverpool didn't just make him, but he was not Mo Salah until he came to Liverpool. He became that guy unexpectedly because no one thought his rookie year, his first year at Liverpool, that he was going to do a madness. Right, so he gets credit for that, absolutely. But he doesn't get the accomplishments. He doesn't achieve what he achieved without teammates around him. And I think that's the emphasis here. Because the quoting on what because Mo did rattle off, I've scored this many goals, I've done this at the club. Him rattling all that off was not by himself. I hear my door opening again. 1 second.
No stress, do your thing. Oh, good. Tim says, Carrick has been disrespectful to Mo for Youngs. This is unsurprising. Tim, let me ask you, what do you think he said?
I'm going to do prayers. I'll be right back.
Nah, no stress. Do your thing. In regards to this, I'll give my thoughts on it, as does Vader as well. Player FC I've spoke about all the time, in particular at Manchester United. And Player FC is, no, I'm Manchester United FC. That's where I'm at. I want Manchester United to be the very best. Here, the thing is with Salah, you can agree with what he said and have no issue with what he said. But where my issue would lie if I was a Liverpool fan with it is, it don't help Liverpool Football Club. Same way I've just spoken even on this live stream about Ineos, about Amrim and Manchester United being the best. How does what Mo Salah has done help Liverpool? That don't help Liverpool in any way, shape or form. Whether you rate the manager or not, whether you think he needs, you've actually taken away from a poor result against Leeds, which the manager contributed to, and everyone's talking now about Mo Salah versus Arne Slot, Mo Salah versus Jamie Carragher. So I get Carragher's issue with it, because if you hear Carragher say that, you said, oh, he's thrown my club under the bus, and then all the extras as well. That's just Carragher defending his football club. He's just defending Liverpool as a fan, and like Vader said, once you mention someone's name, however they respond is however they respond. So that's what it is. It was selfish from Salah. It was very, very, very selfish from Salah, and it was to aid him. It wasn't to help his teammates. It wasn't to help the manager. It wasn't to help the football club. It was only done to help him, and that's where the issue should lie. Now, what he stated when he's talking about how many goals he scored and things of that nature, that's all facts. That's all facts. To say you've been thrown under the bus, I think is a bit mad. He also went on to say promises were made. I would love to know what them promises are. If you're going to crash out fully. And he said, someone doesn't want me at that club. Somebody doesn't want me at the club. Is that Arne Slot? Is that someone else? Because to save all this noise, if you believe you're that unwanted, hand in a transfer request. If it's that bad of a situation and someone doesn't want you at the club and the relationship's broken down with the manager and all of these things, ask for a transfer. Yeah, and also this, I'm saying he don't have to fight for his place, Pops. It's wrong. No matter how much credit you have in the bank, if the team is performing poorly and you are not playing well, guess what? Your spot is up for grabs. Better players than him have not played in certain games. There's been superstars who have been dropped in certain instances, not necessarily for free games, but if you are performing poorly, you can be dropped. You don't have this air of inevitability because you've done this, and that for the club. And that's not just on him. I put Van Dijk in that bracket as well, who's done amazing things for Liverpool, been one of the best centre-backs we've ever seen in the Premier League. If he got dropped, no one's making you the scapegoat. Said this to Hassam on A-listers. All of this stems from Mo Salah not performing well. If Mo Salah was playing well, guess what? There would none of this now happens. None of it happens if you're performing well. One, you're probably getting goals and getting assists. Two, the team is then playing better. And three, the form of the other players, attacking players, are playing better. When people will say everyone's playing better, I mean, everyone's playing bad. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And that's what I didn't like when he mentioned about the media criticism. It's all well and good when the media are praising you and saying Mo Salah's this, Mo Salah's that, one of the greatest players we've ever seen at Liverpool, one of the greatest players we've seen in the Premier League, one of the best goal scorers we've ever seen ever, one of the best African players we've ever seen ever. That's all well and good, but then as soon as you're playing bad, they can't criticize. No, they can criticize. You know why? Because you're not playing well. Granted, is the manager helping you with that? No. But when has there ever been a player who's been playing poorly and we go, the manager's helping him? Never that. And you've had ample opportunity to play well. It's not like we were talking about the Mano situation where you're not getting minutes. How many games has Mo Salah started this season? You have started ample games. How many matches have you played in? Let me pull up your stats right now. Because you've played Champions League games as well as Premier League games. So it's not like you haven't had ample opportunity to turn it around. And then on top of that, I look at an Ekatike. Ekatike's performed well. How's Ekatike? All right. How's Ekatike performing better than you? He's not in the perfect setup. The manager's not helping Ekatike. Players around him ain't performing. So how's Ekatike outperforming you? Is Ekatike a better player than Mo Salah? No, in the flipping slightest. So what's going on? He's played 13 matches. He's played 19 games across all comps. I don't know how many of them are start. Someone will let me know in the chat. You've played 19 games. And they're not boiling the kettle minutes. You've had meaningful minutes. So whether that's from the start and you played the whole game, or you've gone on at halftime, or you've been taken off after 60 minutes. You've been terrible the whole season. So how can you be shocked that, one, the manager's could potentially drop you, and two, you're going to get criticized in the media? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You just were the best player in the league last season. You contributed massively to Liverpool winning the league. They then went and signed Isak and Wirtz and Frimpong. This was supposed to be and Kirkes. This was supposed to be the star of the dynasty. And you were supposed to be the catalyst for that. So when the team doesn't do well, you know who people first look to? You, Van Dijk, are the two that people look to straight away. And I mention this all the time about heavy is the head that wears the crown and being the first or second one that fans and the media look at. Because Rashford at Barcelona is a prime example of what I talk about. I said he'll do well there. Not only because of the way Barcelona play and the players they have and who they're playing against. He is not the leader. And when I say he's not the leader, he's not the go-to guy when things go wrong. So when Barcelona get bad results, Rashford isn't the first, second, or third guy that everybody looks at. Because at Liverpool, when they're not getting results, people look at Van Dijk, people look at Salah. And because of the price tags, people will look at Wirtz and will look at Isak. They're the four. And then however you want to rate the four, cool, but they're the first four. So when things are going terrible, guess what? It's on you, because when things are going well, you get the vast majority of the praise. And back to the Rashford point, that's why he'll thrive over there. Because if he performs poorly at Barcelona, or the performances are poor, should I say, we ain't looking to him. They have Yamal, they have Lewandowski, they have De Jong, they have Pedri, they have Rafinha. That's 5 right there. So before they get to Rashford and what he did, 5. I watched El Clasico, the one that's been this season, that Real Madrid battered Barcelona. Rashford played in the game. I watched it. He got an assist. He was terrible. He wasn't the only one, but he was terrible. But there was no talk of it. You know why? Because people looked at, I don't think, did Yamal play? Yeah, Yamal. People looked at Yamal. People looked at Pedri. People looked at De Jong. I don't think Rafinha and Lewandowski played. But all the conversation was surrounding those three, in particular Yamal. That's what people are looking at. And that's what stems with here with Mo Salah. You can't be the king. You King Mo. So when shit goes wrong in the kingdom, who do we look to? The king. Hey, stuff's not going right with the townsfolk king. Sort out the kingdom. This is your kingdom. Van Dijk, another one alongside you here, king too. Hey, pattern this. Things ain't going wrong at Liverpool, and we're looking, hey, Shabazz, what did you do? We're not looking at, hey, Kanate, even though he's been poor, what did you do? We're not looking at, I'm trying to think, who else is out there? McAllister. We're not looking at Gakpo. Yes, they will get criticism if they perform poorly, but they're not the go-to guys. You don't see Liverpool have a poor result and you go, hey, Gakpo, what was he on today? What did he do? No, you look to your better players. Hey, fair Eli. You don't think he was the best player? Fair enough. Fair enough. I hear you. But that's where it stems from. That's where it stems from. I don't even think Player FC is an Americanization, Tactical Devils. I think it's a social media thing. I don't think it's an Americanization. I think it's people defending players who are performing poorly. This is why when you go on social media, whether it's Twitter or Instagram, you'll see a King Mo page, or I'm a King Mo stan, or Mo Salah 11, at Mo Salah 11, at King Mo, at Mo Salah, at Egyptian King Mo, and all this rubbish, rather than what's best for the football club. That's where I think it's that people will defend him. So if you criticize Mo Salah, whether rightly, people are going to be on your, how dare you? And it's not just him, it's all of the major clubs. Manchester United included, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. We all got stands. How you a stand for a player? How about you want what's best for the football club? If that includes Mo Salah, great. If it doesn't, then great. And he's been performing poorly. You've had ample opportunities to play this season. Ample. And you've been poor. Let's be really real. Mo Salah's been poor this season. Very poor. Has he had one? If he's had a good game, you can count on one hand. Out of 19. How many good games has he had out of 19? Maybe when they packed up, who was it? They packed up, was it Frankfurt? And they packed up a team in the Champions League. And it may be an odd game. I watched him in the Prem. I've not watched every game. When I watched him, I ain't been impressed. Weren't good against us. Weren't good against Bournemouth. Weren't good against Burnley. The list goes on. I've been watching. Wasn't good when he got on the pitch against Sunderland. I've been watching these games. But, hey. Yeah, it was Frankfurt, right? Yeah. I had to make sure I got the German team right. Without doubt. So, yeah, like, that's what it is. So that's how I look at it in regards to that. He didn't do what's best for Liverpool Football Club, which I would have an issue with. Like I said, if you felt disaggrieved, you can do it quietly. That don't hurt the club, and just hand in a transfer request. And then when you get asked, why have you had in the transfer request? Internal issues. But I'm going to concentrate on what's going on with the team. Like, I want what's best for that. Don't help Liverpool. How does this help Liverpool? Liverpool, who are already in the shit already. Manager that's already extremely under pressure. Players in the team that have been losing constantly, on a record-breaking run in regards to losing games and breaking all types of record, low on confidence, and then you do that. And now you're not here. That's the craziest part. You're not here. So we're already low on confidence and losing games, and now our talisman has disappeared. Granted, he's in poor form, yes. But Salah could help us. You could help us out of this situation. I know I'm pissed. If I'm a Liverpool player and I'm low on confidence and now you've done this, I'd be like, I'm not pissed at him and we say, but I'm saying I'm pissed he's not playing. Shit, we could have used you today. Because you might too. If someone's going to turn this around for us, it's probably going to involve you. If we're going to do anything of note this season, high chances are it's going to involve you. Because you are still capable of winning us football matches. Because you've won us games this season. He scored late in a couple games. I believe he's got a couple of assists. And that ties back into wanting what's best for Liverpool Football Club. But hey. Can he help Liverpool get out of the situation? I think slot affects too much to get him playing. Here the thing is, despite a terrible manager, if I'm a Liverpool player, I want him playing. I'm a Liverpool player. I want him playing because I know what he's capable of doing. You not playing don't help us. We are struggling with you. So now you're gone. And Liverpool are a much better side without him. I'm talking about not from a fan perspective. I'm talking player perspective. Shit. We now lost Mo. Fuck. We was already struggling already. That's how I'd be thinking as a player. I want my better players on the pitch. He's one of Liverpool's better players. Despite the poor form. That's where I'm at with it. As a player, I get, but we watching though, never been the type of player to affect the team with his ability. But in terms of that, just like his goals and assists, that's ability. He can definitely affect the game with because of the amount of goals and assists. Even though he's been performing poorly. I know you watch this, you have no idea what's going on with about Mo Salah. I'm pissed. That's just me though. Because I'm already low on confidence. And now he's not in. Yeah, the way they're playing now, just yes. But if someone's gonna help us turn it around, it's probably going to involve him. That's the point that I'm making. In his current team, maybe he does it 2 out of 10 games. Because the point is, I'm making we're in the slots, we're in the pits, and someone who could help. I'm not saying who definitely does. Someone who could help is now gone. That's where my issue would lie. My confidence is already low. The team confidence is already low. We're already in the pits of hell. And now, you're not here. Out of your own doing.
True.
That's where it lies. I'm like, oh, shit. Fuck. Mo's now gone. That's just another thing added on top of everything. They didn't want to lose Mo. I'll tell you that much. They didn't want to lose Mo. Huh?
No.
Huh? They didn't want to lose Mo. But go on.
Mo can't be dropped for 3 games. Listen,
can't see what happened.
Well, there's no. Here's the thing. And Liverpool fans that are Team Mo, the player FC, the arguments that they give in terms of justifying what he's done, is what's wrong with teams today. What's wrong with not backing the best of the squad, and that gets lost because 2025, everybody thinks selfishly. What's best for me? What's best for me? But sometimes what's best for you isn't best for the team and the year. And again, I'm going to use this. The club have to look at what does this club stand for long term? What does this club mean for the existence of Liverpool? If they cave on Mo, they cave on everybody after Mo. So this is why I was like, why are you player FCs being so short-sighted? But I get it, because that's how you're looking at the game. And again, generationally, maybe things are completely off. It's for me and many like me with the Platinums to be speaking up and being like, guys, you're looking at it wrong. You're looking at it wrong. This is Liverpool. This is the club that you are supporting. You're not supporting Mo. You're supporting Liverpool. And what's best for Liverpool is players can't be flexing like this. Players can't be going in the press and saying, I think there's someone in the club that wants me out. What?
That's crazy. That was crazy.
You think there's someone at the club that wants you out. So now we're pointing the fingers at everybody. Everybody's like, who is it? Now you brought
you should have named who it was.
Name who it is. And you know what? This is the thing. He has to fall back and actually apologize. He can be right in how he feels. No one's going to take away his feelings. But how he went about it, and again, maybe it's the grown part because I got kids, and I say, listen, you're okay. You have a right to have your feelings, but you don't have a right to outburst. You don't have a right to carry on, and then the melodrama, like, listen, what? Listen, we all raised. If there was any type of, it's not a generation with the spankings. That's how I grew up. That's how I was raised. You act up. You act up. Your acting up is the wrong part. Your feelings are all acceptable. How you conduct yourself is the problem. Mo going publicly is wild. And yes, I get it. Liverpool fans, you want this manager out. So whatever can get this manager out, you're for. But that's the wrong way to think. You can be like, hey, I want Slot out. And I can also say, Mo, how you went about it was wrong. Was wrong for Liverpool. And I'm so glad when we want to do the whole GOAT debate. And here's the thing. With regards to the GOAT debate, you don't just take the GOAT debate with regards to what happens on the pitch. All legacy, how you conduct yourselves, all that comes into the mix. And I'm so I'm proud that my manager, my player didn't have something like this. I've had bust ups. We hear all the quotes. Even Yaya. Yaya's not recognized at Manchester City the way he should be because of how he did not manage how he spoke about the manager while at this club. This is the thing. All these things have ramifications. I knew Mo Mo was gonna make this 10 times worse, because you know what happened. And again, I'm a geek out. I'm a nerd out. I haven't done this. I got to show CIA intelligent agendas that I flex on Sundays. I'm gonna have the material ready on Sunday. But many want to say, oh, without Mo, they haven't been winning. Well, without Mo, have you guys been conceding? Have you been conceding at the same clip when you had Mo on that pitch? Because I'm not just going to look at things offensively. I'm going to look at things defensively. I'm going to look at everything. Well, I'm going to look at possession. I'm going to look at attack. I'm going to look at defense. Everybody was real quick, and I haven't geeked out. I haven't nerded out all this because, again, the coverage was Mo is running more on average now than he did last season.
Yeah. That's
okay.
Right. Months told me that as well.
Okay, so hold on. Before I do that, before I take those numbers, because y'all want to give me the numbers, is that based off of game week 15? Is Mo running more in game week 15 than he did in game week 15 last year? Or is Mo running more in game week 15 now than he did for the entire season of last year? Because best believe I know Mo was not running like that as the season tailored off. So I want the numbers to be accurate. Is it game week 15 to 15? Or is it game week 15 to game week 38?
I'd guess it's game week 15 to 15. I'd guess so.
I would hope so. But you know how these move? You know how they move?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Yeah, people are sly with it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did, after game week 38, his average per 90 and want to compare that to how much he's running now. It's easy to run now. It's early in the season. It's easy to run now. It's early in the season. Let me see these numbers based off of 38 weeks or based off of 50 to 15. But Mo deserved his contract, right? Mo had a phenomenal season last year. Incredible. Give the man the contract. And all you would expect, I think I heard this, and I'm going to be fair to Liverpool fans. I think many said, if he can give me 70%, maybe a third, or 3/4 of what he did last season, I'm calm with that. Give me 20 G&A, 25 G&A, nothing mad like 40 or whatever he did last year. Just give me, I think they would have been calm. But he's not even near that. Not even near that. And another thing that the club does, for all you player FCs over at Liverpool, the club invested on who the future is. Isak, Verts, Ekitike. They invested in them. So if they're trying to phase out Mo, it makes a lot of sense to want to phase out Mo and try to get these players to where they're at. Glad it ain't me. But this whole balance, this whole, what side are you on? Your side should always be with the club. And Flawless, we feature on the show. I ain't gonna name it, but we feature on the show.
We name drop. We don't do the Mo Salah. A-listers, done Hassam. Sorry, go on.
Boom! On A-listers, you know what I'm hearing over there? I'm hearing that they're like, Mo Salah is playing or has earned what he's earned to not be questioned or not to be looked at.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Way.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I'm like, what? And another thing is that they're trying to do is, if we're going to give any type of percentage on who is the club, right? Like Liverpool's Liverpool, but what's the hierarchy, right? Is it Henry? Is it people on the board? You know what it is? There's a hierarchy with regards to all of this. The player reports into the manager. Once the player is going against the manager, as much as you want the manager out, it is wrong. The chain of command is ruined. You have to keep the chain of command. The fact that Mo is trying to go past the manager, and not only that, he's talking, non-name dropping about someone in the board wanting him out, that is against the club. Everybody should be against that.
And this is why you should have name dropped, Jess, because you said, but would you give someone $400K a week just to phase them out? That's not efficient, as you say about clubs. Exactly. So that's why you should have name dropped what it was. Like, what has happened?
Wait, I'm going to answer this. What? Listen, board wise, absolutely. I'm gonna give Mo that $400K because I would have got lambasted. I would have got killed if I didn't give him that contract after last season. So I'm gonna give him that contract, and at the same time,
phase him out to get rid of him this quickly.
No. I had no plans of phasing him out, but then I saw him perform, and I was like, oh, I might have to fast track this. I didn't expect this type of drop off. I'm gonna have to fast track this, and I'm gonna look to see what might be next, and let me try and recoup Let me try and recoup what I can get because I need to get the next player. And again, Liverpool fans being like, oh, Semenyo is not of Salah's quality. You're not trying to run the same Liverpool next. The same Liverpool moving forward has not had a striker like Isak. I know he looks like garbage now, but we know the quality is because y'all were twerking for him before. Isak right now is not the player that he will be. The new Liverpool, the future Liverpool, is the combination of Isak and Wirtz. We know that, right? That's why you went out and did the records. That's the future. To phase out Mo is only because he's fallen off.
Phasing out Mo is crazy.
No, but you think phasing out is like he's completely gone. Phasing out is, listen, I can't rely on you like past seasons. I can't have you game after game. I can't focal my attack through you. The phasing out is I got Wirtz needs to carry more of the water. Isak needs to carry more of the water.
Well, so I think the managers are helping with that overall. I think that's where the issue lies.
That is where and again,
nobody outside of Ekatike, no one's performing well in the attack, and even that's not to the highest level.
Nope, they're not going to get to the highest level because they've had so many changes. And
no, I'm talking about their players.
Player performance. But you also, again, if you want this manager out, I'm cool. I'm saying Liverpool fans, you want to get rid. You want to get rid of a Prem winning manager?
Yeah,
do it.
Yeah, he's got to go. You can't perform like this, but that's their lookout. There's no way. You can't go on your worst run in 100 years.
Their worst run in 100 years had them beating Real Madrid and Inter. How bad was it?
It was really bad because again, back to what we was talking about, too much results-based analysis and like in that instance, picking out two results. Being in the Milan and Real Madrid is all well and good. You shouldn't never go 9-12.
You should but when you say you should never go 9-12, and this is why we have our fights often, because I'm like, listen, I may have started this race, I may have fumbled, I should have never been 20 meters behind, but we're now 3 laps later and I'm right on your shoulder. With regards to this game, for them to have matched a poor result that has happened in previous years means that they've been poor like this before. So let's see on where they end the race rather than, because many want to be game week 12. We should have never had this.
Yeah, because they've been shocking performance-wise. That's why their performance overall as a team has been abysmal. Yeah,
but what if you have something shocking to then being brilliant?
That's never happened, Vader.
No, what do you mean it's never happened?
It's never. When has a team started off this badly and then all of a sudden come good?
No. I'm saying to get it right, to be like, okay, here's how we move forward. Because again, and you're gonna look at Vader. Well, you're talking with a silver spoon because you got Pep. 1-13. I don't agree. But I'm gonna break this down.
Platinum spoon. Well, carry on.
Platinum spoon. Yeah.
Platinum spoon. Is he not one of the GOATs?
He is, but let me run with this example.
Diamond spoon. No.
No one's gonna eat with a diamond spoon. It's gonna cut up your teeth.
You know what I'm saying? Triple platinum spoon. There we go. That's what we're going with. Sorry,
terrible analogies. I don't know.
No, it's triple now because I think in more records. Like when you go diamond, that's right. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah. But triple platinum spoon, you're talking with. Sorry, go on.
The point is, many think like Manchester City should never ever be 1-13. Get this manager out.
I get that, but the thing is with Pep is here's the difference. He's the exception to the rule.
Okay, but now when we want to do the exception to the rule, right?
I put it this way: outside of him, literally because of what he's done at Manchester, he's the only exception to the rule currently.
I hear all that. Now,
guess what? If anyone else has done what he had done at their respective club, I wouldn't be on their case like that.
All good. Now, here's my thing. And I find it comical. I laugh at it.
Quadruple plan.
Because many believe that winning a Prem is easy.
Yeah,
but honestly, many think winning a Prem is easy. So the fact that this manager won a Prem, he's had this poor run, and then the belief is he can never get this team to winning it.
A poor run. It's diabolical.
No, but my point is to think that he can't turn it around is why I laugh. Because again, this is where I'm like, oh, okay, so
never
a poor run
before. That's why. So it's hard to you telling me.
No, but then you say that
never happened. It's never happened before. Vader we'll just use in the history of modern day football. Use your club, my club, Liverpool, all the top European clubs. Never as a manager gone from diabolical to brilliant. It's never happened.
No,
Ever.
but flawless. I'm not expecting brilliant in this season.
Not this season. I'm just saying in general.
No, but again, at the same time, no manager is going to be given that time.
Yeah, because you shouldn't be diabolical like this place.
Everyone's going to react the same way you're looking at it. Like, listen, if it were me over at Liverpool, one thing, I'm not sacking Slot with this whole drama, because then it looks like Mo had an influence.
Because of the Salah thing, yes, that.
No,
but
okay.
He should have been gone beforehand. I do
You
agree
think
with you because of
you
the
think
Salah
he should have
thing.
been? You think he should have been sacked before?
Before, yes, because of the Salah thing. Now, what Salah's done inadvertently is give him more time.
So you would have sacked him before the Real Madrid result?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But believing that he wouldn't have gotten a result versus Real Madrid.
No, but it's not just about the result against Real Madrid. It's the results beyond that. I don't think you get results anywhere. There's no Liverpool game I pinpoint and go, even if I pick them to win, it's never with no confidence. That's why they drew to Leeds and it wasn't a surprise. They play Brighton on the weekend. Have you got them beating Brighton?
Are they at home or away?
Home, Anfield.
Oh yeah.
Who you think they beat Brighton? All right, so let's go through. Let's go through this. Then they play Spurs away. You gonna be in Spurs?
Yeah, they're beating Spurs.
I think they beat Spurs. Home to Wolves.
Yeah.
Home to Leeds.
Yeah.
Away at Fulham. That's their next 5. 1, 2. That's their next 5 league games. Brighton at home, Spurs away. Wolves
what's
at home,
the
Leeds
date
at
of the
home,
Fulham game?
away.
Is that near the?
That's January. That is the 4th of January.
Actually, they're not in the League Cup, are they? No, they're not. So
you know what? Good shot though. That was a good one.
No, I did remember. It's not a shot.
I didn't remember the sides in the quarterfinal. Okay, Vader. But yeah, as he was in it. You know what I'm saying?
I did remember.
As he's eating his caviar pancakes with his platinum spoon. But go on,
this
carry
guy,
on.
this
As he
guy.
was quadruple
Caviar's
platinum.
not good. Don't eat it. I think with regards to
only someone who has it too many times will tell you that. But we move. You on
No,
your
no.
Tony Ayo stuff, eating smoked duck in Morocco. But yeah, go on, carry on. As you were. That's Vader right there, yo.
Oh man,
That's definitely you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you don't need to go to Morocco to have smoked duck. Like that's not.
No, it's just a
necessary.
flex. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
Yeah, it's not. That flex isn't necessary.
You know what I'm saying? I know you can have it
Make
right
it-
there in Canada.
Make it yourself. That's what you do. Now, when it comes down to these wins, Liverpool.
So you got Liverpool win. All right. So you got Liverpool winning their next 5. I think that's ludicrous. And it's a favorable run. You
I
have
think-
Liverpool winning their next 5 league games.
I do, but
on
you know.
paper, it is actually favorable. But why
Yeah.
don't we think they're gonna win the 5 games? The manager. That's why he needs to be gone.
No.
I don't think they beat Brighton.
Nah, they're beating Brighton.
I think they
Another
beat
thing.
Spurs. I think they beat Wolves, but I don't
Another
think they
thing.
beat Brighton.
This whole the players aren't playing for him. What evidence is showing us that the players aren't playing for him? I just saw Chiesa, who gets no playing time, who quote unquote is disrespected, should have been starting over Salah. I've been hearing all of this, and this player busted a gut to defend. That didn't look like a player that's not playing for a manager who, of all players, would have been the most disrespected, right? And then I'm seeing that every Liverpool player could have shut things down, could have lost this game versus Inter to make a point that they side that they side with Mo and not with the manager. But they played to the very last minute. They played tough. I ain't seeing none of this.
Yeah, I even if players are not happy with the manager, their natural competitive instinct will kick in. So I don't think players go out there and don't play.
What are you talking about, Flawless? Have you not used the phrase that these players have down tools are not playing for the manager? What are you saying? Of course, players
there's a difference in downing tools and not playing, but again, not try and play. Even when players down tool, there's an effort level. But players don't completely give up. But I'm talking about in regards to doing the when they say down tools, it means you're not doing the extras. You're doing the bare minimum. Some of them doing less. Like for instance, the Van Dijk mistake when he caught the ball.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? People will look at that and go, "Oh, he's down tools on the manager," type of thing. People will look at that characteristic.
That's not true.
Or yeah, again, whether you agree or disagree with it, that's the things people will point to.
Okay.
When you got because people think down tools and think there's no team in the Premier League that gives zero effort. Even then, I've been critical of my United.
So how does one determine whether How does one determine whether the players are playing for the manager then?
How I look at it is it the bare minimum? Are you doing the bare minimum and nothing else?
And does it look like Liverpool are doing the bare minimum? I would say no.
No,
they're doing more than the bare minimum.
I don't think the players have down tools on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we're in agreement on that.
So
I
this
think people over sensationalize it.
Yes. So when they're saying he's lost the locker room, I'm like, you're chatting nonsense.
But I think you can lose the locker room and players still go out there and get the results. I don't think there's any confidence in him. I don't think because they don't look like they're confident. They concede a goal and it looks like the world's ending. Have you seen Liverpool when they concede a goal? Like, look at the reaction of their team. When they concede a goal, so you see the reaction of it. Yeah. That is a team that is no confidence. And when a team has no confidence, you don't have no confidence in your leadership. I think he's lost the dressing room. Yeah, but go on.
I don't. The reason why I don't think he's lost the dressing room is because I don't think you get that performance in the UCL post drama like that, right? Because that was a talking point before even Mo was doing. They said he's lost the dressing room. They're not playing for him. Look at what Van Dijk did, as you brought up that example, playing volleyball. I think you don't get Chiesa's effort if he's lost that dressing room. I don't think you get the players like an Ekitike, a player like, and again, when we look at Isak, when we look at Wirtz, all of them have been dropped. All of them have kind of been mixed and matched, and the manager is trying to figure out, how do I get these guys to play? And this is why
you're setting them up like an idiot, but keep doing it.
Did
you expect them to beat Sunderland and Leeds?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, just asking our interest.
But I didn't expect them to beat Inter.
Yeah, I didn't. I get what you're saying. I'm saying this is where the problem lies in regards to sacking the manager, is them type of results. And the fact they got a favorable running coming up, and I don't think they win all 5. They should win all 5, but I don't think they win. But if they had a good manager, I'd say, yeah, they win. This is them last year. I think they win all 5.
If this is also the players, this is going to get lost. This is going to get lost, and it's going to be like, oh, here goes Vader again. I'm going to be real.
Go on,
trying to go back to the well, trying to go back to being that persistent, trying to be so stern on trying to not be beat in any facet of the game, it's not easy to do it back-to-back years. I honestly think Slot is dealing with some players that aren't as motivated as they were last year. It's not all on Slot that Van Dijk looks the way he does. That's not all on Slot.
Yeah, agreed.
Van Dijk's got his contract. I as an American, North American, let me be accurate, as a North American, when it comes down to players
in North America, you're Canadian, my friend.
No, I'm Canadian, but because I'm talking about an American sport. When you look at the NFL, when you look at the NBA, I know what it's like for these players when they're playing in their contract year. It's different. They're locked in.
The motivation's not there for them.
They're laser focused. And the thing is, one, the perfect storm. They're playing for the contract. Two, they're playing to win that Prem. They're playing to win that Prem that was, quote unquote, the official one. Right? They want to win the one that has no controversy around. There's no COVID to really hang your head on. They were motivated for those two things. Now you got a manager that's trying to get players that have, one, gotten paid, bellies full, chilling, and also they won that Prem that was eluding them. It's hard to motivate these guys. I think he's dealing with that in addition to finding the right mix, because everyone's giving them their best effort. Everyone says...
And that falls on the manager as well. And he's fallen well short because they've been performing poorly. Let's be honest. They've been terrible since the beginning of the season. Performance-wise. That falls on the manager. Are the players blameless? No. You know what I'm saying? And the player, absolutely not. Should players be doing better? Yes. But when everybody's underperforming, look to the manager. Hey. That's what it is. That's at any elite level, anything. Our whole team is underperforming.
You're going to hear it right here. I am all for Liverpool. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of a Prem winning manager.
Enemy of progress? No, keep him.
No, you're the enemy. No, you're the enemy.
How are you the enemy? Are you the enemy?
No, you're the enemy.
Why you want what's best for? No, Look at what Slot's doing right now at Liverpool.
Yeah, because I think if he gets more time, he turns it around. I think he gets Salah out the door. I think they actually turn this around. I think he cleared, and they get their top four, and they get their top four, and then they're a problem next season. Because for whatever reason, you got Isak saying the only club he wants to play for is Liverpool. You got Wirtz that had his choice of going anywhere, and he goes to Liverpool. You got full players out here that are looking to go to this club.
All right, so here the thing is, Salah's no longer playing. So you said he gets rid of Salah, they're gonna. So you expect an improvement right now from him.
I expect them to
when does
level
that
out.
kick in?
I don't know. I think you might see their best football during AFCON.
Okay, cool. Well, we will be there because we haven't seen it without Salah. But then again, we ain't seen it with Salah. They've been poor without. So you saying that you think he turns that around is crazy to me, but we'll see.
I think he turns it around. Another thing is everybody wants to talk. I say everybody. All these Liverpool fans are like Gakpo. I love when the fan bases get their scapegoats. They get their blames. Like it was Konate, it's Gakpo. Like those are the two players that are ready. So the game goes wrong. Oh, why did he start? Why did he touch the pitch?
Well, Gakpo's injured as well.
Gakpo's injured as well. So again, the excuse is gone now.
Yeah.
The excuse is gone. Don't make me hear, oh, we miss Gakpo. If I hear we miss Gakpo talk.
Hey, you heard we miss Nunes and Jaw, so you might hear we miss Gakpo.
Yeah, you're right. We are going to hear it. But
you might hear it.
Gakpo, as much as he gets crashed on, and again, I said this before I had to go to prayers. I haven't done my geeked out stuff. I haven't gone into the numbers. You know, CIA, we're going to do that on Sunday, proper. But if I happen to see that Gakpo has the same or maybe one less, one more appearances to Mo, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it's similar. I can tell you that now. It's not too far away.
All right, so everyone complaining about, oh, he has his favorites. Well, if he only has one more appearance than Mo, what's really the problem here? Because one thing you're not going to tell me that Gakpo does not do more work than Salah on that pitch. You're not going to tell me that. Now, is he predictable? Is Gakpo predictable in terms of he's going to get it out wide, he's going to cut in? Okay, yeah, he is predictable that way. But in terms of the manager trying to find balance and showing his favorites, if he's got one more appearance than Mo, what are you really complaining about? You guys are doing too much, Liverpool fans. You're really doing way too much. And I happen to believe that the future of Liverpool is obviously, it's not even a surprise. I'm not gassing it. The future of Liverpool is without Mo. That's clear. Even before a ball was kicked, the fact that they were so aggressive, I said it, and I was saying it, not even trying to do anything. I was like, you can see Liverpool are future-proofing.
Oh yeah, of course it's smart. Salah's 33. Makes sense.
Yeah, so the fact that they can go out and get a Wirtz and go out and get an Isak and an Ekitike.
Yeah, you shouldn't look this bad though. That's the problem. Not just him. Everyone should.
I agree.
Everybody look. That's where the issue there's a fault. I'd be with you with the slot thing in regards to turn it around if it was a little bit of a drop off, both performance wise and results wise. If it was a small drop off, I'd go, all right, cool. You can do that because you can have some. This is not a small drop off.
No, it's not. But
it's a
this drop off
because the league's so poor, results. And the table masks it like us.
But flawless. Come on now. Now listen. Let me talk to you. I'm talking to you being real right now. Only you and I really know about keeping that same energy after winning a Prem.
Yeah,
how many times? That's what I'm saying. So if we put it into context, how many times have we seen clubs that have won the Prem and the next year we've seen the fall off? That's very common. So when we say, oh, we're surprised at this fall off of Liverpool, we're not really, because we've seen clubs.
Chelsea's the big one that I think of. Everyone else either finished second or third, but wasn't like this. Chelsea was a big fall off. Mourinho. Maybe Conte. I can't remember.
Chelsea, for example.
I remember the Mourinho one. I can't remember where Conte left him. Hey, Chelsea fans in the chat. Actually, you lot got beat, so you lot won't be here. But to anyone who remembers, how did Chelsea Shots fired! I see like them not lose, ain't here. They win. It's world champs this, world champs that. We can beat anyone. What you saying now?
Damn.
To dagger and it's quiet. It's super quiet. I don't think I've seen a Chelsea fan in here today, and I seen a couple yesterday on the Q&A, and one of them was Prime. You joined the stream. They super quiet. I don't think so.
I feel
Like,
bad
Chelsea,
for Prime.
if there is any of you lot in the chat genuinely asking what happened, where did Conte leave? Did he get sacked the season after? I can't remember how it went. But to your credit, to your point, the Mourinho one, yes, it was real bad. I can't remember the Conte one.
I have to stress this. The next year energy is difficult. It is difficult. And I think when some are like, oh, it's unacceptable that they've fallen off, but we've seen this before.
But it's unacceptable because of what they did to try and stop it from happening. Because you don't know this. Same way I don't know this. Yeah, Conte at Chelsea, just the year they won the league, what happened the year after? I'm trying to remember. Did Conte get sacked this year? Like, was it during that season? Was it following? Where did they finish? All that type of stuff? I forgot I was even, no stress, Vader. What was I even saying? Well, I was even that now. What did you ask me? Did you say something?
The year after the fall off.
Oh, yeah. Go again. They did everything in their, like the board, not everything in their power, but they made moves to make sure that didn't happen. They brought in players who are hungry and are going to be motivated, and it went to shit. Because they brought in Kirkes, Frimpong, Wirtz, and Isak. Like, they brought in those players to try and stop that. They didn't keep the squad the same. Because the craziest thing about what Vader is saying is if they would have kept the squad the same and this happened, people would have said, this is why you reinvest. Sir Alex Ferguson spoke all the time about winning the league, about, all right, let me go again. Whether that's bringing in a top quality player or whether that's getting rid of some players and going with bringing through some youth players, etc. Yeah, mad toxic. So yeah, it was crazy. Do you remember where he was at in the league? Where he got sacked? Like, let me know if you know, Jess. Like I said, I told you these Chelsea lot ain't here. So it's just on the thing. Oh yeah, big up Gunner as well. Big up Gunner. Big up Northside for the raid, man. Shout out to my guy Gunner. Shout out to Northside. Everyone who joined over from the raid. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Where's the Chelsea that? Where's the Chelsea fan when you need him? Always there when you don't. Chatting rubbish. But yeah, that's the point I was making. If they would have kept the squad the same and didn't invest, and this happened, people will go, this is why you need to invest. This is why you need to bring in players. So the board attempted to stop this from happening. Whether you think they got the right players, the wrong players, whatever the case may be. Because general consensus, these ain't the wrong players. People can say that now. They should have got more and did and all this. Yes, they were unlucky with the injury to Leone. But the board attempted to make sure this didn't happen. That's why it falls even more on the manager. They provided you with tools to do the job. And again, it's not a minor fall off. You didn't just fall down. You just didn't fall down a staircase. It's the whole stairwell and you're still falling. Like you're still falling. It's not like you just tumble down at stairs in your house. This is a storied building. You know what I'm saying? And it's got 400 floors. And you just keep falling down.
They're 10th in the league right now.
10th.
But
look who they're behind.
Flawless. 1 win and they're 4th. 3 points and they're 4th.
You know why? That makes it worse because if you was doing what you're supposed to, here's why. I'll explain why. That makes it worse because if you were doing what you're supposed to, you're clear of most. And that's what makes it worse for us. And I'm not even saying about United winning the league. I'm saying if we was doing what we were supposed to, we are much, much better off. I've said this before, not for us, but for a team who gets it together if you have it. This is a Leicester season, this league. It's a Leicester year. If you I'll tell you this, here's how I hit you with this one. If you put that Leicester side in this league, they win it, in my opinion. You put the Leicester City side, that same side that won the league in this league, they right up there. They defend well in the top.
I'm not mad at that.
That's the point. And there's other seasons
Vardy gave like a Salah type season because he was scoring every damn game.
When you lot were getting 90 odd points and Liverpool were getting 90 odd points, no one can say that. And that's no disrespect to Leicester because what Leicester did was incredible. But I'm saying is when I say it's a Leicester season, you put them in there, I think they win this league. I look at the players they have. I looked at the manager they have. They have a clear style. They can defend very well. They were comfortable defending. You got N'Golo Kante. You can defend by himself. And then you've got Mahrez and Vardy on the other side.
Yeah.
See, and it wasn't that bad. So, obviously, I can't remember performances, Jess. So, I'm going to ask the Chelsea lot next time. So, when me and Vader talk about he was 5th. So, but yes, back to the point I was making about the table. That's why I'm so annoyed about from a United perspective. Because we should comfortably be second right now. Comfortably be second. I look at the stupid points we've dropped. And then again, it's not even just the points we've dropped. My issue is the performances we've had. Every game we've lost, we've deserved to lose. Every
Okay.
single one. I can't point to the performance and go, hey, we were unlucky that game. Hey, we peppered the goalkeeper.
Now-
or such had a bad attack or whatever. And every game and the games we've drew, you got to argue we was the worst side. And even the games we've won,
Flawless.
bar the period where we won 3 in a row, you go, hey, a draw wouldn't have even been the worst result. We scammed a couple of results. Back to Ponzi Steve FC again.
I gotta stress this though. I gotta stress this to the United fans real quick. Just don't get caught up in if it's a better manager, you guys are second. Because I think you still believe that there's talent that you need to change at United. I think you
two things can be true. Yes, we need better players, but the players are not as bad as that's being shown. I
Okay.
say this to you all the time: get the most out of what you have. That's
Okay.
all I ask of any manager.
So-
bare minimum standard one. Even if they're all average players. If my defense is average, guess what? Get them performing to an average level. And I'm not
So-
crashing them.
If I'm hearing this correctly, a better manager, you guys are second, currently constructed.
Currently, right now, with the daft points we've dropped, absolutely. How far are we off second right now? I'll let you do the maths. How many points we off second?
Oh, let me check real quick. So you guys are currently at 25 points. Second is 31. That's not a lot.
6 points.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at the daft points we dropped. So we drew to Fulham, we lost away at Brentford, lost at 10 at home to 10-man Everton, drew at home to West Ham. So that's 2 points from Fulham, that's 2 points from West Ham, that's 3 points from Everton, that's 3 points from Brentford. So that's 3, 6, 8, 10. Put 10 points on our total.
That's why you and I are hammering out.
Put 10 points on my idiot guy. Put 10 points on my total. Why am I? You keep your spud, mate, about Amrimba. 10 points, because I tried to tell you about Amrimba and you tried to gaslight me about it for months.
No, I didn't see the evidence like you did. I was a little late to the table.
Yeah, a little late. Yo, you're a very intelligent individual, man. If I
was
can
a little
see
late
it, you
to
can
it.
see it. Don't do that. You chose not to. You chose
Nah, I
to
was a
watch
little
it.
late.
You chose to watch the evidence like this. That's why, man. I don't see what you're talking about. You're a smarter individual than me. You can put it together. Put 10 points on our total. However,
Oh
we at
damn,
the table.
you're top of the league. I'm saying.
And bear in mind, people, I've excluded Arsenal and City. I've just thought them off as losses. I've excluded Forest away, who were piss poor at home. I've excluded Spurs away, who hadn't won at home until recently for the first game. So I've excluded them 4 games where the performances was shocking. I've taken those 4 off. I've took out City. I've took out Arsenal. I've took out City. I've took out Arsenal in sign language for you. I've took out Spurs and Forest. So I've just took out them 4. And 10 more points. Is it out of the realm to beat Fulham
manager
away,
out.
Brentford away,
We hear you.
10-man Everton at home and West Ham at home, and we're top of the fucking league?
We hear you. We hear you. Now,
All right.
now,
Okay. All right.
manager needs to improve.
Even if you want to say a
100%.
couple of them results are against us, add 6 points onto it then. Just change around 2. We're second. All right, cool. We're 2 points off top. And the thing is, we're there with none of our players playing nowhere near their best. No one's at their maximum here. Nobody in our team.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at
Nobody's
that.
playing 6 out of 10 or more outside of the goalkeeper overall this season.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not
Just
mad at that.
lament. We have Cunha and Bremo, and none of them are at their best. We have Cunha and Bremo, Ahmad, Bruno. 4 attackers who we know can put up numbers and get goals and assists and create, not putting up their numbers. We then have Delit, Euro, Maz, Lament. None of our, and we playing an extra defender and still conceding goals. So imagine
can
we
I-
had somebody to just organize them.
Can I ask you something real quick now?
Of course. Go on.
With you being obviously a better manager, here's where you're at. Is there any you telling Chelsea fans to kind of chill? Because you guys are even on points. They're
If
fifth.
I'm
You
Chelsea,
guys are
I'm
sixth.
pissed too.
Are you? If you were Chelsea, are you manager out?
It depends on my thought process in regards to my ownership, and that's why I'd have to go back, because everything I think about Manchester United, this isn't just looking at it just because of this. I look at previous things that have happened. So if I'm Chelsea, I might look at, like, their summer was piss poor. That's on the board, but then I'm also on the manager's case because he asked for a centre back and didn't get one. I've said this before. I'm leaving. If that's just me. Once you can't, as a manager, say I didn't get this, I didn't get that, but then you stay, and then that's an excuse. No, you chose to stay. That's just me, though. Again, I'm in the minority. I'll walk away from, if my reputation and my career's on the line and what I can do at the highest, I'll walk away. I've walked away. I've done it in real life. Obviously, nothing for thousands and millions, but I've walked away from, like, how do I put this? From opportunities.
Yeah.
Working with I say platform. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. I've walked away from platforms because we were having discussions and what they're trying to do don't align with what I'm trying to do. I'm not going to be able to perform my best here. I'm leaving. What do you mean you leaving?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, no,
that's where I'm at with it. So yeah, with Chelsea, it's kind of. But again, should he be doing better? Yes, even despite he should be. So if someone is Maresca out, I get it, because if you look at their results, it sounds like us. So
that's
I understand.
what I'm saying. Spurs, Liverpool,
Sunderland,
Chelsea.
Oh, you talking
United.
about?
I'm talking about managers that.
Oh, you talking about managers? All in the same. Yeah, take advantage of the league not being what it is. If we were 6 and the league was flying, I'd go, all right, we're probably roundabouts where we're at. Teams who I thought were better than us are not performing well. Take advantage of that.
Flawless. I'm not lying. I'm not gassing it. I'm not boosting. I love how congested the league is. I like that you see these.
You're an agent of chaos.
No. I just
look like Dr. Doom. You know what I'm saying? And that you just need the mask. That's it, man.
Nah, listen.
That's it. You just need the mask.
I just like how there's so much jeopardy, right? So now when these teams face each other, it's almost like everyone's having these 6-pointers because they win, they move ahead, and they force that team not to be stagnant, not to move. And there's other movement within the league. Like I'm looking at the standings right now. Newcastle are 12th at 22 points. And then you got Spurs at 22. You got Liverpool at 23. Sunderland at 23. Brighton at 23. Everton at 24. Y'all at 25. Chelsea at 25. Crystal Palace 26. And we play them next. Aston Villa at 30. City at 31. And obviously Arsenal at 33. Like that 22 to 25, 26. That's 12 to 4. That's great. That's great, Prem. Great, Prem. And I'm here for it. I want to say this because viewers, if you haven't subscribed to Sarcasm,
I know you got dip.
TV, you got to do so. You got to do so. You got to subscribe to Flawless now. Don't get it twisted. He's calm right now. It's not a watch along. He's calm. We're having a conversation. We're going back and forth. You got to hear him and his peoples during the games. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You'll find it entertaining even after knowing the result. I know it sounds crazy, but
that's
you
not
can.
crazy. I go back and watch alongs. I hear you. Trust me.
Yeah. And even if you want to do the lazy thing and you want to look when the goals were scored and you just want to tune in for those reactions, you can do
I'm
that.
there for the time, 100%.
But listen, subscribe to this channel, put on the notifications because YouTube is moving mad. Make sure you got the notifications up. Support my guy. Bless up, Flawless. I gotta say, and I really need this because I know you're gonna ask me. I need this Crystal Palace result because Arsenal are winning. Arsenal are winning versus Wolves.
Yeah, Arsenal are going to pack up Wolves. Yeah. They're going to pack up Wolves.
That's going to be not even worth watching. But I need to keep pace with this Crystal Palace game.
Palace play tomorrow, though, right?
Yes.
Today, technically. That goes in your favor. You lot will win.
But we play on Sunday. So, yeah, they play Thursday. But because they play Thursday, the game's on Sunday. I
think you lot will do them.
I hope so. We need that win. But I know Pep's going to go back to the same 11. He's got to run the same 11 back that played in the Champions League.
I think your subs and energy off the bench with the quality will be
really
enough.
hope
I think they don't have the quality you have, and they'll gas.
I really hope so. And I need this win, Flawless. I'm going to do my best. Trust me. I know this is a madness. Liverpool falling off a cliff. I don't know what Pops, Barnes, and Crab are doing. Listen, Liverpool are done. They're done. So let me try and stay as close as I can. You know me.
I'm not with you. I told you that. You know who I'm with, man. I'm not with the blue of City. I'm with the claret and blue, man. That's who I'm with. I'm with the Villa. That's who I'm pinning my and Emery. So I'm pinning my hopes on. You know what I'm saying? Do what you couldn't do and beat Arsenal. That's where I am. I'm with Villa.
Your hopes on Villa.
I'm with Villa. Yes. I tried it. I almost was on the Chelsea bandwagon. I took one foot on there, and then after they didn't beat Arsenal and then lost the Leeds, and I said, nah, I can't do it. Was it Doughboy and Boys in the Hood? I can't get in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I was almost there. I was ready. I was almost Chelsea on loan. I was like, all right, shoot out at Arsenal and City. I was there, and they didn't do it.
Now,
so you know what? Yeah, hey. and Villa also beat you, so I'm with Villa, man.
Go with Villa. Go with Villa. They're probably going to be the most under the radar, least expected to do what they got to do.
I said Leicester City, man, and they're a Midlands team because Villa are currently third, a point behind you. Who we got on the weekend actually? Who we got?
Does Villa have on the weekend?
We got West Ham away.
You said who do we have? Look at this joker.
That's it. I got the claret bucket hat. You know what I'm saying? And then,
this guy said
you see me on with that. You know what time it is? It's a shame Sunderland Newcastle's the same time.
Crazy.
I'm keeping a close eye on that, man. I'm Villa, man.
Let me say this, man.
Tell him again, nephew. But yeah, what's your scoreline prediction?
My scoreline for the Crystal Palace game is, you know what? I'm going with the 2-1. 2-1 City. 2-1 City. If I see I'm expecting the same lineup. So, yeah, 2-1 City.
I think you don't do it. And they haven't won since playing in Europe either. They haven't won.
Yeah, their games after falling Europe have been tough. So I'm gonna watch that game tomorrow too to see how exhausting, how demanding it is. But I hope it's a long one and we take full advantage. And there was a time, Flawless, and I want City to get back to this. There was a time when teams would almost kind of rotate versus City and play strong against the next team. Because like they used to write off, there's no point. We're not going to get this win versus City.
Yeah, you used to be that. Yeah.
We used to be that. We need to get back to that. But
used to be that. Man.
We'll see. I'm expecting a fight for Crystal Palace.
I hated that air of inevitability about you lot. I couldn't stand it.
Damn hater. You're a damn hater. Everybody in the chat, if you have not liked already, like this, subscribe already. I'm gonna be here. I think we're back to normal time in Tuesday next week.
Yeah, we'll probably go. Even though you not play Wednesday, I'll let you know because you play Wednesday in the Carabao Cup. But I'll let you know. I might.
True.
I'll let you know over the weekend. And figure out. But shout out your channel, man. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV, man. Subscribe to Vader's channel. The link is literally in the channel title. It's also underneath in the description. It's also on the featured channel page as well. So subscribe to Vader's channel.
Listen, I know not many of my City peeps are here sometimes at this time of night, and you rivals really don't like what I have to say, but you like how I say it. That's what I've noticed. You don't like what I have to say, but you like how I say it. It's a little entertaining. So please,
you this all the time, man. Right message, wrong messenger.
Go to Vader Games TV.
Go on. Shout out your channel.
Go to Vader Games TV. Subscribe. Be in the mix. One thing that I've added, especially only after City games, although I've been requested to maybe do some match reactions to some rival games. I'm gonna flirt around. I'm gonna flirt around with that.
Definitely, you need to do some.
But I did a match reaction today. Go check that out. Happy with the win. Real Madrid, huge. We've now evened it up. 5 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. Listen, I don't look at Real Madrid and I don't quiver. I don't cry. I don't whine. I'm not fearful of Real Madrid. Happy with the win. Really proud of the guys. But I did a match reaction on my next show, which is tomorrow. Why Always Me? I'm gonna be dropping that most likely around 4 o'clock UK time. All right. So look out for that. And obviously, you catch me here once a week.
Hello, people.
Bless.
Blessings. Love, family, yeah? Every single time, man. I'll catch up with you soon. Blessings. Big up every time. Shout out to Vader. You lot, make sure you subscribe. That's my bro. So subscribe to Vader Games TV as well. This show's been over 3 hours. So we're going to close out very, very shortly as well. Fuck, imagine the Vader match reaction after the Brandia last minute win of Saturday. Yeah, it would have been great. He needs to do that. 100%. 110%. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Right, last couple for our close out. I said internet ready, man. Hey, man, I almost went with Chelsea. Almost went with Chelsea, and then they fucked up against Arsenal and Leeds. So it's like, all right, it's Villa now. And because they beat Arsenal, I said, if they beat Arsenal, I'm there, and they beat Arsenal. So I'm like, all right, 3 points off the top of the league. Go beat West Ham. See that Sunday the 21st when they play United. I don't even know who I'm going to support. I ain't even going to lie, man. I don't even going to lie. Then they play Chelsea away, then Arsenal away. Fuck, they sell Villa with these fixtures. Jesus. Chelsea away and fuck. Then Forest at home, Palace away, Everton at home. They just need to stay in touch and distance with these fixtures. Then Newcastle away. Yeah, they sell Villa with these fixtures. Jesus. All right, man, just stay in touch and distance. That's it. I was saying it got dark at Villa. Rodgers getting ironic cheers for making a successful pass. Was it that bad? Was it like that? I know you lot struggled at the start, but yeah. Man says, but when you loan ends, you can send Kobe. Hey, you lot win the league, we'll send everybody. Just be prepared on end of the month we cooked. All right, just don't blame me then. That's it. Just don't blame me. And don't worry about Europe and FA Cup. All eggs. A man famously once said, we got bigger fish to fry. Forget Europa League and FA Cup. All in on the Prem. All in on the Prem. But all right, I hope you lot have enjoyed the show. Big up to everyone that's tapped in. Big up to Sam for the raid. Big up Gunnar and Northside for the raid. Everyone else that was here. Again, please make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV, people. The link is literally in the title. Click the link, opens up a new tab, and you can subscribe, people. So make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV. Make sure you subscribe here to Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel as well. Recently just hit 16K. You already know. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel because we are 40 away, I think, from 500 subscribers over there. So get us to 500 subscribers over there as well. Ethan, big up to you. Now, if the downfall starts next weekend, you fully get the blame. What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? So you blame. You saying it's going to go awfully bad anyway. All right, man. If it goes wrong, it's Villa's fault. Because I went Spurs and they picked up a European trophy for the first time in however many years. The biggest trophy they've ever won. I went over there and picked up just casually. First year. Just casually picked it up. But yeah, big up Jim. Big up Tactical Devils as well. Because United started the downfall. You're a joke, man. You're a joke, man. But yeah, you lot should beat us, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think anyone's live. Is anyone live? If not, I'm just going to send you lot to the solo Q&A to hit the like button and subscribe. Let me refresh. But I don't think anyone is indeed live because it is 3 a.m. UK time. I'm surprised none of the Americans are live though or anything. Yeah, man said, yo, wait, you went Spurs, they won Europa, Villa Europa. Potentially, but we don't need Europa. Like, there's bigger fish to fry. There's bigger enemies at hand, and that enemy is Arsenal Football Club. So we need to do what we need to do in the Prem. Win the Prem, then you get into the champs, and then you're cash. Just casual. Do what needs to be done. All right, let me check. No one's live. I'm just literally going to send you lot to the solo Q&A. That's what I'm going to do. I don't believe anyone's live. Or anyone's going live. Let me see. Right, no one is going live. Yeah, send you lot to the solo Q&A. And people asking me as well, because I know there's some new people here. That's you, bro. If I win a trophy, no one here at the end of it. First, I get that. Winning the trophy is fantastic. I get that. People are asking me about Manchester United and Amorim and things like that. Amorim must go, yes. The win against Wolves doesn't change anything one little bit. No. They're arguably the worst team we've ever seen in the Premier League. They could break Derby's points total. So that don't change anything. Do I hope that we win against Bournemouth on Monday? Yes. Do I think we beat Bournemouth? No. I genuinely don't. I think stylistically, they're all wrong for us, and I think we're going to struggle. But I hope I'm wrong. So, yes, I'm hammering him out. I've been hammering him out. That's how I know there's new people here. I've been hammering him out for a long time. We weren't doing anything at the start of this season. I've said this on countless occasions. But it's good to see new people in the chat and new people in the city. So make sure you pay the tax, people, which is run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. And the manager must go. Right, literally last couple of comments. Last couple of questions. If you lot, I know there's some new people in them out. But Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition. That's tomorrow. So it's like this. But I don't just answer questions on United. It's all things Premier League, all things football, other sport as well. Boxing. I'm a boxing fan, so I answer questions on that. NBA, even though my knowledge of that is not the best as well. And then you'll always be asking gal questions and live questions and all that type of shit. So we'll get to that as well. So you lot let me know. Yeah, I remember if he wants to stay, he needs to change the formation. He just needs to go. It's too late, Ethan. There's nothing he can do for me to go, yeah, he should stay. Nah, it's a wrap, man. Show's fucking over. Show's over for him. It's terrible. Do I think Kobe leaves United? No. I think the club block it. I think the club, because it's AFCON, I think he would have left in January with no AFCON. I think he would have went out on loan. But now with AFCON, I think the club block it because AFCON ends January the 18th. So they're not going to leave us short in that area whatsoever. So because they're not going to leave us short, you have to wait till the 18th. So I don't think so. And he'll probably get some playing time. I think he'll get some playing time because you think about it. There's no Ahmad. There's no Embremo. Sesko's injured. I don't know how long Sesko's out. So that leaves Cunha, Mount, Xerxes. Is there anyone else? You could argue Bruno as well, but then that leaves us light in the midfield area as well, because that leaves just Casemiro and Agate. So I think so. I think he'll get enough minutes. I think he will to like be sufficient type of thing. That's what I think. But yeah, that's just me. All right. Yeah, no one's live. Send you luck. We're closing out. Sesko, when Sesko back? I don't know when Sesko's back, you know. Even with Sesko, I ain't a fan of him. So I think he just gets more minutes off the bench, law of averages. Yeah. We see an Agate cast pivot before Kobe sees pitch. Yes. But he don't like Agate, to be honest. You don't like Agate either. So that's why Agate don't get on the pitch. But yeah, I hear it. But right, people, we're closing out. Before we do, don't forget this show, all the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. So go to Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, 5-star us, leave us a review. Sarcasm City TV Extra, subscribe. Sarcasm City TV, subscribe. Vader Games TV, subscribe as well, people. And this has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast. Mandem United pod meets the Mandem City pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you lot tomorrow. Big up.